Dawah Wars.
Or, yes. What are you laughing about, David? Trying to have a serious show here.
Because before the show, the behind the scenes is I said Dawah Wars, and you said, "Did you say Dawah Wars? What?" And, and, now, and now you tried to say it.
Yes. But of course, I made you say it as always. I tricked you into it. Yeah. So, hello everybody and welcome. This is the Apostate Prophet. How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing in it? So, what's up, David? How you doing?
I'm just looking at the chat here. AJ says Jake Metaphysician brutally called out Tate in his latest video. It is funny watching. I mean, think about this. Everyone's going after Tate when we told them exactly what was going to happen if they rallied around Tate. Like we said, it's exactly what we said would happen. Then you've got everyone flipping out over Mohammed Hijab crossing lines. Shocker. The habitual line stepper / narcissist is causing problems in the. Who could have foreseen these things? It's like all this stuff's going on where it's like, how do you guys not see what's coming when you rally around attention freaks?
Who could have thought it that Jake Brancatella? Let me see. Jake Brancatella. Is he going again? I called Tate out on X. This is what happened. Praise the Lord Jesus. Ooh.
They call me gay. They call me gay.
Well, it's kind of funny. I like that fight a little bit. Yeah, but today we want to talk about another narcissist, and that is, isn't it funny? They're all narcissists.
I know, like which one? Today we're going to talk about a narcissist in the Dawah community. You're going to have to be way more specifics there, sport.
Yeah, that doesn't narrow it down at all. But yes, we want to talk about the one and only, the one who gave us so many wonderful things to remember already. So many memes, so many fantastic, beautiful memories, so many sound bites, including
urinating upon one another.
Yeah, play them all.
Or
homosexuality should be fine.
Or
lose faith. I tell you, lose faith. It's better for you.
Or
are you sick in the mind?
Or
what kind of Muslim are you?
Or
imbeciles.
Or
he's being more slippery than the lubricants that he sells in his daughter's sex shop.
Or
brother, I have doubts.
Or
you're hiding, boy. You're hiding.
Or
you're sick. You're sick.
But also
what?
And
liar. You're a liar. You're a liar.
You're a liar. Lying liar. Lying liar from lying liar land on Liars Getting Free Day, boy.
Why stuttering?
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
We're proud of that.
Sorry, that was his boyfriend. All right, so we are going to talk about Mohammed Hijab, of course. Mohammed Hijab. I decided to do this yesterday because yesterday as I was sitting there, David sent me a message and said, "Hey, did you guys see all of these Salafis going crazy about Mohammed Hijab?"
I love the Dawah Wars.
I was like, nope, I'm not sure what you're talking about. And he sent me the link. And the link went to this one guy who was, as previously, again, calling out Mohammed Hijab and saying the following. This is Abu Musab Wajdi Akari. He is a Salafi, accused to be a loyalist Salafi. They also call them Madkhalis, who are on the kind of side of complying with authorities in Muslim in traditionalist Muslim countries, and not having any not going their own way, not criticizing the governments and all that. This guy said, "Who allowed these despicable people into the Dawah scene? Which deviant scholar gave them the go signal to call to Islam?"
It wasn't the deviant scholars. It was they found out a way to bypass the scholar, even though they do have the support of some of their scholars and so on. That's not how they became popular voices in Islam. They went straight to the people. You can bypass them. You can bypass the scholars. And now you have completely unhinged narcissists seeking attention in the name of Allah, and people giving them the attention that they want. And so they get bigger and bigger.
Yes, yes, you
By
see.
the way, Abu Musab, I don't know how many followers, but I've seen tons of video clips of that guy. So he does have some sort of following. He got people watching.
I actually saw something in the past from him where he was going after Dawah. Of course, when people like these, when guys like these attack people like Dawah, the fans of Mohammed Hijab and Dawah immediately accuse him of being jealous.
You're jealous.
You're just jealous. It's so funny. They're doing the very same thing that they do to us, to critics of Islam. They do to these guys as well. These guys point out genuine problems with the popular dudes in the Dawah scene, and the response from many seems to be, "Oh, you're just jealous. You're jealous. You just don't like it. You're just jealous because you don't have as many followers." But that has become the popular way, the popular way of behaving, of just appealing to the popularity, making yourself a name on the Dawah scene by making YouTube videos that are just ridiculous and insulting. Anyway, he says mixing with women, soap operas, music, cursing, acting, lying, bullying Salafi du'at, so bullying Salafi Dawah people, mocking scholars, etc. May Allah purify the Dawah from this filth.
This filth. Mohammed Hijab, according to Abu Musab, is a giant barrel of filth. And he wants Allah to purify Dawah from people like Mohammed Hijab and Ali Dawah. Wow.
That's pretty.
Only one problem, Abu Musab. They got more followers than you. So you're jealous, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, that's the problem. You ask which deviant scholar gave them the go signal to call to Islam, and you say, may Allah purify the Dawah from this. The problem is that we are way past that. It is no longer the traditional way. It is now the general public that decides who is and who is not a popular Dawah-gandist. And the general public in the Islamic world is not a very good one. And you know that, Mr. Abu Musab. So you shouldn't be surprised about that. Shouldn't be surprised.
That is, by the way, that is a serious problem for kind of anyone. Think about this. You can have like experts in some area and so on, and you can have some like clown who says, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. The clown might get way more attention.
Yeah, like me, for example. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I first read this message and I thought, why is he so angry? I know that he doesn't like these guys, but why is he so angry? And then I went onto this video. Already the headline says Mohammed Hijab goes off on rant about Alex Jones and disrespects his wife and mom on Sneako's stream.
Now, funny, I didn't even see this. I saw the other clip from when they were in the room, the one that you shared. So this would have been part of that longer live stream, right? That we didn't watch?
Yeah.
It's the same. Yeah. It's whatever it is, 2 hours or something on Sneako's channel. This is part of it. That's the idea.
Apparently all of that was a disaster though, because I saw this post, and then I go into the comment section to see what's happening here, and I see this. Hamza Tortoise. So Hamza Tortoise commented under it, and he said, Assalamu alaikum, Sneako. May Allah protect you. My advice is to remove this video. To do so will show tremendous love, respect, and honor for the brothers and yourself. Significantly, it will show love for our role model, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I'm sure there is context. However, some things do not require context in order for them to be blameworthy. And if they do, the one who posts such things has the moral obligation.
The moral obligation.
I am not here to tell you what to do. Yes, you are. I am merely here to remind myself and everyone about the higher values and principles that we are all committed to. With love, Hamza Tortoise.
And look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That was August 10th. He posted that. According to my calculations, today's August 13th. It's still up.
Yep. It's still up.
So Sneako's like, I ain't taking anything down.
This was my
That's awesome.
then I scrolled down this.
That's a Muslim. That's a Muslim channel.
I know this guy, Knowledge North. He's a Salafi Muslim. I saw this response, and I started. I was dying. I don't know. My advice is to remove this Mohammed Hijab.
Yeah, and Knowledge North. He's done stuff with Sajid, right?
Yeah,
That's where I've seen him before. Yeah, and he's pretty cool. He's
the one who collaborated with Sajid to review my interaction with Ali Dawah, and he basically destroyed Ali Dawah, and then they started hating him.
Yeah, and that's so weird. It's just built into Islam so much that you blame everyone else and never call out your own people and so on. And so this was like refreshing. It's like, how can you guys take Ali Dawah seriously? And he comes along like, no, Ali Dawah, my goodness, how is this becoming Dawah? And I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's just amazing. Imagine when the Muslim Dawah community is so dysfunctional that when someone says anything that has any degree of common sense, I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? This is shocking. But I mean, for people who don't know, you've got Hamza. Hamza is partners with Mohammed Hijab in the Sapience Institute. So he doesn't like that Sneako posted a clip where Hijab is basically embarrassing himself and any organization that he happens to be a part of, namely the Sapience Institute. But think about Hamza. Hamza's the guy who years ago, who did he get completely humiliated by on Scientific Miracles? Was it PZ Meyer or something like that?
I don't know.
He was talking to some atheist outside an atheist rally, and then the Muslims showed up, and Hamza tried to defend the Scientific Miracles and got crushed. So much so that later on he came out and said that the Scientific Miracles argument has been debunked. Muslims need to stop using it. And he's the one who said that you can't use the Scientific Miracles argument because, one, you'd have to know exactly what the Quran means and not be putting your own meaning into it. And he says, and we don't do that. With the Scientific Miracles, you're always like, oh, this is the Big Bang. It doesn't say anything about the Big Bang, you liar. So one, you have to know that what the Quran actually says. Two, you have to know that the science is settled. You don't want to say that some theory is confirmed by the Quran when later on that theory is going to be exchanged for another. And three, you have to know that it's something that Muhammad couldn't have known from other people at the time. And he says, these are the requirements for saying that something is a scientific miracle, and there's nothing in the Quran that meets those requirements. And it's later that Ali Dawah, influenced by Hamza, actually called out the Scientific Miracles argument as debunked. So anyway, long story short, think about this. You got the Sapience Institute, and you've got Hamza Sources, who he's the guy who takes out the Scientific Miracles argument and convinces Ali Dawah to popularize the idea that the Scientific Miracles argument has been debunked. And then Hijab, the other guy, he's the guy who takes out the perfect preservation of the Quran arguments. Like, these guys are like band of Dawah destroyers making fun of Salafis. These are awesome times, man. These are awesome times. And people, by the way, little side note, this is why people are, they're going to take over. How? These guys can't get along with each other for 5 seconds. Yes, they could unite to defeat someone else or something like that. They're not going to, I can't imagine these guys taking over anything and lasting because they can't stand each other.
That's pretty racist. The thing is, when you go through the comment section, really, really doesn't like the Muslims. And we should probably watch the video to understand why. But here you can see people saying, I'm starting to think Muslims are faction gang members. This isn't the first time they've threatened someone. I'm starting to think Muslims hate us for our freedom.
Who threatened who?
Mohammed Hijab is basically issuing forms of threats. But let's watch the video. Let's see what Mohammed Hijab actually says that is
in
so
the video
bad.
He's threatening people or elsewhere?
Here.
Oh.
Let's see the video, and let's see what it is about the video that has so many Muslims shocked and outraged and embarrassed, wanting this video to be deleted, and what makes people really, really disappointed with Sneako. I saw
Sneako, what did he do?
This is why everyone hates Sneako. Everyone he associates with is a POS.
Okay, so yeah, he associates. I thought there were mad at Sneako because he posted this. I was like, what are you talking about? They were trying to come, they want to come on Sneako's show to have access to Sneako's fans. They're using him as a useful idiot. So why would they be mad at him? But yeah,
This guy says, like, can't stand these goat efforts. Go back to your asshole countries. You people can't build anything but criticize everything we do while living off us like a parasite. This is clearly very, very racist.
Yeah, if that guy's in the UK, he's getting like 20 months in prison for that.
Yeah, should get 20 years. The more Sneako hangs with these Muslim scholars, the more demonic they become, and so on. That guy sounds like a scumbag. And so on. So people really, really, really don't like this. Let's see what's happening here. Let's see what's happening here.
I challenge Alex Jones to a debate about this after he called us disgusting, but hasn't responded. Would you debate him about the subject?
Is this a bit quiet?
It's not terrible.
I challenge Alex Jones to a debate about this after he called us disgusting, but hasn't responded. Would you debate him about the subject, or do you find it?
Is this better?
Good. No, Alex Jones, I'd debate him, I'd fight him, I'd slap him, I'd do anything. I'd slap his face. I'd slap his face. You know, if he wants to fight me, if he wants to debate me, if he wants to engage in any way, shape, or form,
I'm built for what?
Shit.
Wait, what did he say?
He immediately goes to slapping, spitting.
I'd slap his face.
I would give him a golden shower. You all know how I feel about golden showers based on how many times I say it.
Look what he calls him. Look what he calls him.
His face. You know, if he wants to fight me, if he wants to debate me, if he wants to engage in any way, shape, or form, that fat piece of shit, I'd slap his face and I'd humiliate him. Okay.
Look, when Sneako is embarrassed that you're on his channel. My goodness, this is a guy who would surround himself by little OnlyFans girls and stuff like this, and he's like, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe this guy's doing this on my channel."
This is the funny thing. This is what people mean when they say Sneako always associates with these with people that are complete POS. But he has had disasters happen in the past when he had when he would go live on his own channel with people like Myron from that
Fresh and
Fit show, and they would start doing things like the Nazi greeting, the Roman salute, and then put on a hood to do like KKK stuff and calling black people slurs and all that. And this just reminds me of that. Like Sneako really, really has a problem with vetting his his relationships and friendships and the people that he goes live with. Man.
Yeah, and that's a rough situation. So you've got the Dawah guys, they want attention, and then you've got Sneako, who loves having people who can get attention on his shows because that helps boost the shows, and it's just a perfect relationship.
Beast.
To debate me, if he wants to engage in any way, shape, or form, that fat piece of shit, I'd slap his face and I'd humiliate him. Okay,
he's getting late, guys.
He's nothing. Okay, Alex Jones is a fraud. You have to understand this. And for those who rely on his conspiracy theories and stuff like that to live their life, I have to say, he's nothing. He's a nobody. He has no accolades. He has no achievements. He has not done anything. Why are you listening to this fat man? Why are you listening to this fat man? What has he done? What has he proven? What has he shown?
Exposed the Bohemian Grove, the Illuminati.
Okay, so what?
The Illuminati.
He exposed the Illuminati.
That's a very, very good accolade right there. Can't say much in defense of Alex Jones, to be honest, or in defense of Sneako's defense of Alex Jones. I think Alex Jones is quite a loony figure to trust. But I would say it looks like he's probably better than Mohammed Hijab is, at least personality-wise.
Yeah, who would you trust more? If someone came up and told you something, was happening in the world, and you had no idea whether it was happening or not, it's just this person telling you, who would you trust more, Alex Jones or Mohammed Hijab?
Do I really have to choose?
I'm just saying, because I'm like, I don't know, man. You could argue that either way.
I wouldn't trust either of them. I would say, okay, guys, I will just pretend I didn't hear anything you guys said, and I'll see and check for myself. That's what I would probably say.
And how crazy is this? Sneako's actually trying to set up a debate here. He's like, hey, would you be willing to debate Alex Jones on the most important topic in the world, which is child marriage? Because that's what I'm obsessed with. Do you think you'd be willing to debate him on child marriage? We need more Dawah guys focusing on child marriage. And just imagine if we had an awesome debate on child marriage with Alex Jones. Wouldn't that be great? So Hijab, would you be interested in that? That fat piece of I'll fight him, I'll slap him in his face. I'll slap him right in his face. Why does Hijab act like that? Because that's what impresses his stupid followers. His followers, Hijab's so strong. Him say that him smack Alex Jones in face. That mean him the strong one. Caveman mentality.
At least we owe the weakening of the Illuminati to Alex Jones. If it wasn't for him, the Illuminati would have completely seized control over the whole world. But gladly he called them out, and other people also called them out by pointing us at music videos where you can see triangles, which then greatly prevented the power of the Illuminati and curbed them. Oh no! Oh no! Just when I thought they were gone, they're here again. Look at that! Oh no!
Okay. So what should I do now? So what now?
He said that they put fluoride on the water to turn the frogs gay.
Okay, is that is that what you want me now?
It's turn the frogs gay.
You don't have to bow down.
Okay, call him again a fat piece of shit. Look at.
I mean, now what? Do I have to bow down to this fat piece of shit?
You don't have to bow down.
Sorry to say, who are you, Alex Jones?
He exposed the globalist agenda.
I don't know what Sneako's role here is. It's a pretty pathetic one, though. But you see that guy, the Musa Adnan here, getting increasingly uncomfortable with what's happening here.
Yeah, with being right beside this, as everyone should. But sorry, guys, nothing you can do about it. You can complain. Here's the cycle that you're locked into now. Mohammed Hijab crosses a line again, and a bunch of people jump on him. He'll freak out back. Eventually, someone that he wants to continue relations with will say something to him, like Hamza or something like that, and then he'll publicly apologize. I'm sorry. I said I should suck on that guy's wife's tit. I was drugged. I didn't know. And then he'll apologize, and then 2 weeks later he'll do something even worse, and a bunch of people flip out on him, and then if someone from his organization says, hey, look, man, this is really bad right now, but he's going to keep crossing the line. He's going to keep going further and further and further. And it's just going to become harder and harder to call him out because he's disproportionately way more popular than the guys he's responding to. And eventually you get to a guy who just says, I don't care what anyone says. I'm the king here, and there's nothing any of you can do. So everyone shut up. I don't care what organization you're part of. I don't care what scholar you are. I am the caliph.
He is the caliph. For some reason, wait a minute.
He wants to be. You can tell.
You're a new listener.
Imagine if someone could unite the Ummah, we would be so strong. He's clearly talking about himself.
I think
Pentagon tested gay bomb on Iraq. They didn't consider using it. They've used it on our troops. In Vietnam, they'd spray PCP on the troops, Jacob's Ladder. You think PCP, some horse tranquilizer, something? They got stuff that'll whack your brain permanently.
Why is he making that face?
Brain chips in the troops. They give the troops special vaccines that are really nanotech that already re-engineer their brains.
Give me some of that nanotech.
Now, there it is, the gay bomb. I don't like gay people. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
This happened back in the day. Always interesting to revisit. There are nowadays even songs about this. So yeah.
What's funny is, I mean, it's Hijab and Alex Jones, and both of them sort of made their careers by like yelling at their viewers. and flipping out whenever anyone disagrees with them.
Yeah. But only one of them put effort into preventing the gayification of frogs. So
yeah. What has Mohammed Hijab done to protect those poor little frogs?
Mohammed Hijab has done nothing for the frogs at all.
No, in fact, Hijab would want those frogs executed. He would want those frogs stoned to death.
Yes.
Thrown off buildings.
Globalists, the Chi-Coms.
He's nothing. Alex Jones is nothing. He has
I like his stuff. It's too bad that
Alex Jones is nothing. You have to listen, Alex. You're nothing. You're nothing. Look at my face. Look at me. This is the face of a man who you could wish to be, who you could dream to be.
Who would want to be Mohammed Hijab? From some little Dawah dork.
The funny thing is, he says it to everyone. He even said that to me in messages and things like that, and to so many other people. He always has this obsession with telling people that they would want to be like him, a real man like him, and that they and he asks people if deep inside they feel embarrassed for the person they are, and if they want to be him so badly. This is actually I don't know. I mean, he says it repeatedly. I'm not sure if this is a gag, if this is a joke at some point. But it seems that he really has this obsession with himself, this obsession that
a narcissist does?
He's so great that everyone wants to be like him, and they're just angry that they are not like him.
No, Mohammed Hijab, we do not want to be moronic clowns who go around thumping their chest and backing down from everyone in any situation, and constantly boasting and destroying the ummah from within. I mean, we would kind of want to be him if he was like an actual infiltrator, because that would just be awesome. If he's actually deliberately destroying the ummah from within, then we say, oh, okay, yeah, maybe that would be a noble goal. If he's a sincere Muslim and is so incredibly stupid and such a tactical idiot that all he does is divide up the ummah, cause more division, and set way more people against Islam. I mean, who has set more people against Islam? Who has made more people go, whoa, I thought I could actually work with Muslim, but what? This is what they believe? Oh my goodness. Who's done that? Who's done that more successfully than Mohammed Hijab? So what would we want to be? Some guy who's so stupid and incompetent that he destroys his own religion from within and is too narcissistic to ever see the problem? No. Last person on the planet we would want to be. Doesn't matter how big and strong you are.
Yes, you see. This is, of course, exactly what somebody would say who secretly wants to be like Mohammed Hijab.
Like Mo. If I could be like Mo, I want to be like Mo, like Mo. If I could be like Mo Hijab.
Tyler LaFlamme said, how many genders are there? AP 62. Crusader General said AP said he isn't David Wood, but for some reason I thought AP was David Wood ventriloquist puppet to help expose problems with atheist logic. Yeah, David was typing messages earlier before we went live and typing things like, I'm not David Wood. I don't know why. Yeah.
No, it's funny. AP, when he was at my house, he logged into his account on my computer. And so when I click on live stream to join his live stream, it comes up as like I'm him. So I'm still logged into his account. And so I think I'm just going to leave it that way and probably go live on his channel one day when he's not paying attention.
That's good. That's based. Mr. Tubby Terror. Ligmathigayon said Mossab voice. Dawah whores are in your neighborhood looking for a good time.
They are not even fit to be whores.
Right.
You do to be. Okay? Look at me now. Take a look at me and just take a look at this. Tell me, what can you do to me? What can you do? Shout at me with your stupid voice?
That's what that's exactly like what would Hijab do to anyone? Shout at him with his stupid voice?
Why would Alex Jones want to do anything to you, dear Mojab? Why is he sitting there saying, "Well, what do you think you can do to me?" I'm pretty sure that Alex Jones isn't interested in having a physical fight with anybody.
And this all started because would you be willing to debate him on child marriage, right? This is Sneako saying, hey, I want to debate him on child marriage, but you're so much more knowledgeable on the issue of banging little kids, Mohammed Hijab. Maybe you could debate him. The entire question was, would you debate him? And what, he thinks he could defeat me? He thinks he could defeat me when I would slap him in his face? What?
Yeah.
Alex Jones, look at me. Look at me. You know you want to be me. You know you want to be me. You're jealous of me. What could you do to me? What could you do to me in a fight? The entire question was, would you be willing to debate him on child marriage?
Yeah, I think this started for several reasons. One of those is that Alex Jones tweeted this, where Tommy Robinson says, based on Sharia law, these barbarians really believe God would want 9-year-old children to be married to 50-year-old men. This is Islam, and this is why I oppose it. And Alex Jones responded, a pedo cult.
Well, okay. That's Alex Jones 1, Islam 0.
And then also, later, as he was on his show, I don't know where that was, but apparently on his show, Sneako and Mohammed Hijab came up because of that video where Mohammed Hijab explains to Sneako how there is no age of marriage, and an adult who is not an adult is relative and all that. And apparently Alex Jones called Sneako and Mohammed Hijab disgusting people there. So just because of those two things, Mohammed Hijab is now sitting there calling him a fat piece of shit and saying, you can't do anything to me, you cannot fight me. I will slap you, I will spit on you.
Take a look at me, Alan. Just take a look at this.
I will give you golden
Tell
shower.
me, what can you do to me? What can you do? Shout at me with your stupid voice, this and that. Talk about Islam. What have you done? What have you done in your life? What are your achievements? Does your wife love you? Does your mom love you?
He's an unqualified.
Does your mom love you, boy? Does your Alex Jones? Does your mom love you? This is my question. If I was there, I'd hate you.
What does it have anything to do at all?
Nothing.
with
Would you?
With the things that Alex Jones has said, or with the
debate
potential topic of a debate?
Alex Jones. Would you debate Alex Jones on child marriage? Does your mother love you? Does your mother love you? Because if I was your mother, then I would not love you. I would be ashamed of you. I would of you. That's what I would do. Ha ha! This is guys. This is Dawah. This is like the world champion of Dawah. This is how he is.
Yeah. There are lots of people who don't really like this, though. Arrogance is crazy. Shut up, fat pig. That's interesting.
Well, that's the thing. It seems like Sneako and Alex Jones would have a lot of overlap of the same fans. And so, if Hijab is on Sneako's channel calling him out, then.
But it's kind of funny that Mohammed Hijab is sitting there calling Alex Jones a fat POS, and the chat is calling Mohammed Hijab a fat pig. Then here's somebody saying only 80 IQ Muslims think hijab is smart, complete moron. They call him Abdul, fat pig, shut up, KYS, Abdul.
Really winning lots of hearts.
Rude. Whoa. I don't know, man. People are not really liking this. The audience of Sneako is not really.
Does your mum love you? This is my question. If I was there, I'd hate you. I'd spit on you if I was there. She's nothing.
I would spit on you. I would spit on you. And I would want to suck on her tit to make her mahram.
Now he said she's
nothing and you're nothing. So to say, does your mum love you? This is my question. If I was there, I'd hate you. I'd spit on you if I was there. She's nothing. She's nothing and you're nothing. So to say,
oh no.
She's nothing. Wow. Insulted the guy's mom who's not there.
Yeah. For no reason. Imagine. So I mean, this is something that and learn as a child, as a teenager. If you're having a fight with somebody in the neighborhood or at school or something, if you start going after the mother for no reason at all, that's quite childish. Has nothing to do at all with any argument that you were just involved in. It is ridiculous. It is an escalation that is just that generally comes from people who are overall horrible people. And here you have one of those. What in the world does Alex Jones's mom have to do with any of this?
Think about this, because this is what we're talking about over and over again. You don't have to go back very far to where you had all these, like you had conservatives, you had Christians, you had Jews, you had all kinds of people who are like, maybe we should all be working together with the Muslims against the far left. And then it looked like Muslims are just going to switch sides from aligning with the far left to aligning with the right and so on. And then a bunch of these guys come in and like just wreck any possibility of that, right? So you had people like Jordan Peterson, let me get all these Muslims on the show, so we can all be pen pals and bring peace to the world. And then they come on, and then the moment he says anything they disagree with, they flip out on him behind the scenes and so on. And so all these bridges that they could have built, they could have formed all these alliances, and Hijab, more than anyone else, has destroyed the possibility. They've been destroying the possibility of alliances with anyone. And then you've got Sneako, who would love very much to have a discussion with Alex Jones on this. He wants to get Mohammed Hijab in there as well. And hey, great, then we can have this great alliance. If we could just convince Alex Jones, then we'd all be on the same page, and the whole world would understand that it's okay to have sex with kids. Hey, and he's got a lot of the same fan base. And then Hijab goes on there and just destroys it. He just destroys it all. And now you've got a ton of people who are absolutely enraged. Alex Jones, what is he going to want to have to do with any of these guys at all anymore? There's just, who does this guy not destroy any possibility of alliance with?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's what they do.
What did his mom do, man?
I'm sorry, Yadi. Your mom is nothing, actually. What? Alex Jones, your mom is nothing and you're nothing. Sorry to say it. It's done.
His mom.
Here is a hint, dear Musa Adnan. You are even trying to correct your brother in faith here and saying his mom didn't do anything.
You're too weak.
And trying to calm him down. But hey, you see where this is going. You have no say here. This is Mohammed Hijab's space, where he has so much influence, much more than you can ever imagine, and he is the one who spreads this mannerism. There's actually Mohammed Hijab made a tweet, I think a follow-up to basically it looks like it's like a half-ass apology for for this one. That this is what he said. May Allah forgive me for any falsehood I have unintentionally or due to desire ever perpetuated, for any believer I have due to personal ego ever harmed, or for any unbecoming behavior I have ever exhibited. To my followers, don't imitate my mistakes. Okay, cool. Here's the issue, Mojab. You could do something like this once and then issue an apology and say, yeah, hey, that wasn't me. That was terrible. I apologize. I take responsibility, and so on. You could do it a second time and apologize. But if you do it again a third time, and a fourth time, and a fifth time, and a sixth time, and every time you're like, oh, yeah, I'm not behaving very well, and yeah, just don't imitate me. It doesn't work. You are spreading this behavior to other people.
Especially when you're setting yourself up all the time. Everyone wants to be like me. Everyone wants to be like me. Yeah. And you act like this. Your mom, what about your mom? Your mom, golden showers on your mom. And then, oh, I'm sorry. 2 weeks later, he'll do the same thing.
And in the past, he also had this whole thing where he, remember after that incident where he asked the other Muslim guy, Knowledge North said the drugs don't work. The drugs don't work. So there was also this incident where he was acting really, really, really strange and weird. And then his explanation for that was that he has been having severe back pain. And he was taking these drugs, this medicine, which caused him to act a little bit weird.
Well, what medicine is he on in the show with Sneako here?
I don't know. The thing is, he sounds kind of drunk in this whole clip. I'm not entirely sure. Qualified doctor. Anyway, can't find it now.
Might be a very nice
I
person.
don't care. She's
I
nothing.
bet she's a nice lady. All right.
She's nothing and he's nothing. Come on, Alex. Come and get me now. You heard me right. I said your mother's nothing. Come and get me now.
He hasn't slept. He's sleep
He
deprived.
hasn't slept. Guys,
We're waiting for Fajr prayer.
it's 3:28 a.m.
It's 3:28.
Huh?
And they have to explain.
You guys see that? They're automatically trying to make excuses to justify. Yeah. Guys, he can't just be like this. It's not that he's just like this. This is the type of person he is. We always have to say he's, sleep deprived or he's on drugs or something like that.
Sorry,
to explain
guys.
this
Sorry,
guy's behavior.
This is not the usual thing. He's just sleep deprived, and that's why, guys. Apologies for his behavior. Guys. Wait, this is not it. I was just looking for the post where he actually said that. Can I suck your wife's
Suck your wife's tit to make her mahram.
I
This to
didn't
another
even
Muslim,
mean to
guys.
open
He's saying
this,
this to a
but-
fellow Muslim. He's talking to another
Oh,
Muslim on Twitter and asks if he can suck the guy's wife's tit. So, can I suck your wife's tit? Your mom is nothing. Your mom is nothing. Your mom is nothing. Ha, what are you going to do? I will slap you in your face.
Here's the post. Look, recently I had serious back injury and have been on a mix of extremely potent medications. This, mixed with my wild nature, has produced some very unusual private
My wild
and
nature.
public communications. This is one of them. Apologies once again.
Hey, private communications. That's funny. So can I suck your wife's tit? That's what he's saying in public. Who knows what this guy's saying in private communications? In other words, hey, if any ladies come forward and have pictures of my zaboobas, I was stoned on pain meds.
Oh man.
Was he on pain
funny
meds when
thing
he
is,
was stripping?
yes, probably. He's always on pain meds, I think. That's why. Pretty sure that that the medicine he's talking about here is not something that has insanely weird side effects like that. It's a regular heavy pain medication that has some side effects, like it makes you dizzy and so on. That's it. It doesn't cause you to act like a complete
makes me want to suck a wife's tit. Makes me want to suck another Muslim's wife's tit. Can't control myself.
But this is just this is a way of lying. Right? This is a way of lying where he doesn't want to take responsibility for his behavior, instead blames it on medication which doesn't just cause you to act like a complete lunatic. That's Mohammed Hijab.
Your mother.
Oh my god.
Come on, Alex.
Man.
Come and get me now.
Oh my god.
Now they're saying takbir in the chat. Okay.
His mother is nothing, and he is nothing. His father is nothing. His whole family is nothing.
Oh, mom and dad.
Now he came after the mother. Now he's going after the father. Now he's going after the father. What did the father do? The father wasn't even part of this. Now the father is part of it too. Alhamdulillah.
What have you achieved? Tell me what the Jones have achieved. I want to know what the Jones family has achieved in Oklahoma, you hillbilly, you redneck. What have you achieved, you hillbilly, you redneck? What have you achieved? You know what you should have done when you went?
Why are you insulting people as hillbillies and rednecks, Mohammed Hijab? These are insults that people, or forms of mockery that people would direct at other people in their own culture. Pretty sure from the same people's perspective, you are of a very, very lowly culture that nobody really wants to be part of. That is considered kind of primitive, rude, not very noble. You're part of the Islamic community in Britain. Nobody wants to be part of that. People look at that probably in a worse way than they look at rednecks and hillbillies. So what is this whole behavior? It's just so ridiculous, man.
And I have to say, I mean, he's sitting there, talking trash, saying, Alex Jones, what have you done? Well, with the relevant part, Alex Jones has gotten a lot of attention, Hijab, which is your main criterion for success, just getting a ton of attention, not actually accomplishing anything good for the world. Now, if we want to ask what Mohammed Hijab has accomplished, he's done the same thing. He's gotten quite a bit of attention for himself. Has he really made a difference in the ummah? No, he's turned it into he's modeled it after himself. So now you have a bunch of clowns. But I have to say, Mohammed Hijab has accomplished something that Alex Jones could never accomplish. Mohammed Hijab has actually normalized Quran desecration. And hey, keep Alex Jones's mom out your mouth. This is what, look, guys, not even joking. What has Mohammed Hijab accomplished? 3 years ago, this would send Muslims into fits of rage, going around, contacting everyone they can, going, oh, how can anyone support this? Oh my goodness, do you condemn this? Now you won't hear a peep. Do you know why? Mohammed Hijab. No one cares anymore. People now are like, oh my goodness, if that's what these guys are supporting, all this stuff, and that's how these guys act, and they just randomly go after people's wives and mothers and all this stuff. We don't care. Yeah, destroy their book. Go ahead. That's what Mohammed Hijab has accomplished. This and that, I have to say, is something that neither Alex Jones nor his mother could have accomplished. It's only thanks to Mohammed Hijab.
Only thanks to Mohammed Hijab. Only thanks to Mohammed Hijab. Yeah, I'm checking the comment section on the Rumble stream where all of this took place. Here.
This the original video?
Yeah. W stream with Hijab and Anand. The debate king is here. Moronic retards. Why is the thing always filled with moronic retards? The chat. First Bosnian comments. W Hijab. Mohammed drank too much Bosnian coffee. OMG, meme potential, I'm crying. So the main audience that is commenting is not really calling this out. It's rather certain people who were watching it live, and then the aftermath, of course. And here, this is also why this issue is important. This is why Hamza Tortis wants Sneako to delete this video. This is why it is important to highlight this video. Yeah. This is why this is important, because it shows clearly how what kind of behavior is popular among Muslims, what kind of behavior is popular among the Muslim population that is active in spreading the religion, Islam. It shows what kind of behavior the audiences of Dawah people like, because this is the behavior of Mohammed Hijab, who is now the most popular Muslim apologist and Dawah guy. He is popular because he is this way. He's not popular because he has great insights, because he has great knowledge, because he has said great things. I mean, ask people if what the great achievements of Mohammed Hijab are in terms of presenting certain revolutionary arguments, revolutionary responses. Nobody can actually point any of that out. When people point at his debates and say, oh, he's a great debater, what they're referring to is that he is loud and he has a tendency to attack and attempt to humiliate his opponent. That's it. His behavior is what the Muslim audiences love about him. If he was a Christian apologist, he would be completely irrelevant. If he was an atheist debater, he would be completely irrelevant. If he was an apologist for something else, he would be completely irrelevant, because behavior like this is only appreciated and popularized in the Muslim community, in the Dawah community. This says a lot about Islam. It says a lot about the ummah, the Dawah scene, which is why, contrary to Hamza Tortis's request to take it down, this should be amplified.
It should definitely be amplified. And yeah, again, this just goes back to if Mohammed Hijab's partner at the Sapiens Institute says, hey guys, we really need to take this clip down. This is really, really bad. And then they're all making excuses. Oh, he's sleep deprived and so on. Yeah. Why is that?
Alhamdulillah. I don't know why this guy is trying to expose me here in the chat.
Who?
Mohammed Fawaz is saying 38.5% of AP followers are Christians.
Oh, humiliated. If you're an agnostic,
34% are atheists, 11% are Hindus. Okay, thanks for the statistics, Mohammed Fawaz. I appreciate the statistics. But what point are you making exactly?
because if you're an agnostic, then only agnostics should be watching you. What about that? Hey, Fawaz, you should be thinking of this differently. You should be thinking, wow, if AP goes live and starts exposing a Dawah clown and a third of his audience is Christian, a third is atheist, a good percentage are Hindus, kind of seems like the entire world is sick of your Dawah clowns and wants them exposed. Kind of seems like that, right? To the point where people are like, I don't care who's exposing them. I don't care if he agrees with me or not. This guy's exposing them and we support that. Your Dawah clowns. I mean, I literally said this just a little while ago. These guys are uniting everyone. They're not built forming alliances and so on. They're uniting everyone against them. And it is beautiful. It is beautiful.
Truth hurts, and 9% are of marriageable age. Me123 says 100% are cultists. This is true. Truth hurts, 6% are potential wives. Okay. Urban Infidel says I'm 25% Jewish. Okay. So if you are 25% Jewish, I wonder what the implications of that are on the audience here. Let's see. We'll find it out one day, inshallah. All right. David, watch this. Watch this.
I want to know what the Jones family has achieved in Oklahoma, you hillbilly, you redneck. What have you achieved, you hillbilly, you redneck? What have you achieved?
Doesn't he seem like he's high, like on weed or something? Hey, rewind that.
Look at that. Look at him losing it.
He looks high to me. He looks high.
I know. I watched this yesterday as I was sitting there with my wife, and I was curious what in the world is this about, and I started playing it, and we both thought his behavior seems really influenced by something more than just a horrible personality.
Yeah, more than a horrible personality, and more than I'm staying up late. Could you rewind that? I couldn't understand what he was saying that he started cracking up at.
What the Jones have achieved. I want to know what the Jones family has achieved in Oklahoma, you hillbilly, you redneck. What have you achieved, you hillbilly, you redneck? What have you achieved? You know what you should have done when you went?
Oh, he didn't finish. You know what you should have done?
What have you achieved, hillbilly? What have you achieved, redneck? What have you achieved? What has the Jones family achieved? What has the Jones family achieved? Tell me one accolade that your dad done. Tell me one thing that your dad done.
What accolade has your dad done? What accolade did your dad done? This guy's gonna...
What kind of drug is this? What kind of drug is this? I don't understand it. What kind of drug could this be?
I would guess something simple like weed or something like that.
This is not weed. This is not weed.
I don't know, with that personality, weed and a bunch of caffeine right beforehand. He drank a bunch of coffee to try and counteract the weed, and then got this result.
I don't know. I know weed. This is not weed. It reminds me of different stuff.
What have you? Nothing. What have you achieved? What have you achieved? You know what you should have done when you went? What have you achieved, yo, Billy? What have you achieved, redneck? What have you?
Hey, look at that.
They created it. They created a monster. What?
Look at this comment here. This is what Muslims are like? Question.
Oh yeah. See? and guys, think about the impression. You've got the world champion of Dawah, and you're like, oh, Sneako's with this world champion of Dawah, Mohammed Hijab, that I've heard so much about. You click on, you're like, what? This is what they're like? This is what Dawah is? This is crazy, man.
Man. The funny thing is, I would die laughing like this if somebody else said something absolutely hilarious. I wouldn't laugh like this from something that I am saying that just consists of insulting someone. It's just it's very, very weird.
What has the Jones family achieved? What have the
Whose laughter is that? Is that Sneako?
I love this guy.
What is that laughter?
Oh, you're saying the other laugh, the high pitch?
Jones family achieved?
Is that Sneako? Or is that
Oh yeah,
somebody
you're
else?
saying like there's another guy who's off camera.
Yeah, I don't know.
What have the Jones family achieved? Tell me one accolade that your dad done. Tell me one thing that your dad done. What war did he fight
That's
in?
someone else.
That hillbilly achieve? What did you achieve, boy? Huh? What did that hillbilly achieve? What did your hillbilly father achieve? Tell me what he achieved. Tell me what that redneck achieved.
Fought in Vietnam? What?
This is all a challenge. Would you debate him and defend the Islamic view of child marriage? What accolade has your dad done?
What exactly does fighting in Vietnam have anything to do with this? I don't even get it. Oh man!
You've got
Wait, Alex Jones's father is a doctor? Really? Somebody said he's a doctor. Let me see. Not sure if that's true. Does he even know anything about Alex Jones's father? This is just so random, man.
Talk about Islam. Get out of here, you hillbilly. You fat shit hillbilly. Get out of here,
Well,
man.
I don't think you're talking about Islam. You just
Ooh, there again, the language.
Neck achieved. Huh? Talk about Islam. Get out of here, you hillbilly. You fat shit hillbilly. Get out of here,
well,
man.
I don't think
He said it once. He said it twice. Then he was sorry for saying it. Then he says it again. Clearly, he's not sorry.
you're talking about Islam. You just said that we're disgusting for our beliefs on the age of marriage.
Huh?
I don't think he said we're disgusting. Islam is disgusting. He said we're disgusting.
Was he calling Islam a cancer?
He
Is
said,
that what he said?
he said disgusting people.
Pedo cult.
You know the reference?
Pedo cult. He said
I know
pedo cult. We know what he's talking about when he says pedo cult.
Yeah. He said it's a pedo cult. And he also called you guys disgusting people. Oh, by the way, I said Islam is cancer here. Just, when was it, yesterday? And look how many people are agreeing with me. See? 7,000 likes.
Woo. Careful.
So,
Careful. Great Britain will extradite you and send you to prison.
Alhamdulillah.
People, yeah, disgusting people, bruv. What have the Jones done? Tell me what the Jones has done. Tell me what Mrs. Jones has done. Tell me what Mr. Jones has done. The hillbilly Jones done.
Great weather.
He called us
You know,
cancer?
you know what you should have done? You should have gone to Bohemian Grove and bloody worship the devil with them, bro, because they would have given you some life opportunities. You should have gone with them. You got nothing.
Oh, all right. So I want to say something about this, the last part here. He should be aware that this is not something that you can say as a Muslim. You can't even joke about it. Listen to what he just said.
Some life opportunities.
Wait, listen to what he just said there at the end.
Great weather.
He called us cancer?
You know what you should have done? You should have gone to Bohemian Grove and bloody worship the devil with them, bro, because they would have given you some life opportunities. You should have gone with them. You got nothing.
And both of these guys are realizing how bad it is what he just said. And he is just there laughing about it. He just said you should have gone and worshipped the devil with them at the Bohemian Grove, which is the whole, conspiracy of.
Yeah, I have no idea. What is he talking about?
I think it's an occultist thing.
It's called what? Bohemian what?
Bohemian Grove.
Grove?
Bohemian, yeah. Or allegedly. So there were conspiracy theories, I think, about it. But the whole talk was basically at the beginning. Sneako said that he exposed them and exposed.
How does he always know about all this stuff? Anyway.
No, here he is saying it doesn't really matter what it is, because here it is him saying he should have gone and worshipped the devil.
Done the hillbilly Jones done.
Great weather.
He called us
You know, what
cancer.
you know what you should have done? You should have gone to Bohemian Grove and bloody worship the devil with them, bro, because they would have given you some life opportunities. You should have gone with them. You got nothing.
It's the alleged Illuminati cult. But he is basically saying he should have gone and worshipped the devil with them, because they would have given him opportunities. As a Muslim, you are not even supposed to joke about, not seriously tell anyone to go and worship the devil. You are not even supposed to joke about telling people to go and worship the devil. This is directly, whether in sincerity or in joking, encouraging somebody to engage in devil worship, engage in shirk, engage in worshipping evil from the Islamic perspective, which normally could be interpreted as putting you outside the fold of Islam. And this could be a cause to, in an Islamic jurisdiction, to bring you before an Islamic court, to bring you before the caliph, who would then have to judge, and you would be instructed to acknowledge your mistake and reiterate the Shahada and acknowledge that you are a Muslim. It could even be seen as going too far and requiring an execution or something of that sort. I guess you could have a long, lengthy debate on the Islamic jurisprudential rulings surrounding such a statement. But here he is. And this just makes me think that it's not just his personality. There is something seriously wrong with this guy. There's something seriously mentally wrong with this guy. He should be aware that he's not allowed to say this.
He called us cancer.
You know what you should have done? You should have gone to Bohemian Grove and bloody worship the devil with them, bro, because they would have given you some life opportunities. You should have gone with them. You got nothing.
That's where
both of these guys are turning it away, and
looks like that's where the clip cuts off. We might have to eventually see what happened after this.
Both of these guys are turning away because they realize, whoa, what this is really messed up. What he just says, what he's just saying here, but he continues laughing. He finds it hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is wrong with this guy?
Something's wrong with him.
I wonder what it is now. Let me see.
And he said, you got to stand up. Christians, you're not doing anything. Yeah. And he sees that as synonymous.
That's what you should see.
Type Alex Jones into the search. Wait, do they have a search on Rumble?
Giving someone is not actual.
Can you search the transcript on Rumble?
No, you can't.
Oh.
I don't understand. You're not Jew. This was not a practice that you believe in. You're using that money. You're using that money. Racist land. But that you cannot make this, and they'll give you a number. You know, the bullet went in. The bullet
back from Lebanon.
Don't say it. No.
What is this? What is this? What is wrong with this dude?
Stuff dinner. One woman.
Wait,
I have a lot of good deeds.
Forget about whether it's Andrew Tate or this one, that one. Imagine he's having sex with a woman, so to say. Stuff dinner. And 1 woman, 2 women, 3 women, 4 women, 5 women, 6 women, 7 women, 10. Sorry. Imagine that. Imagine that zina becomes good deeds, bro. This guy's.
He's got us both speechless here, man.
Look at Sneako.
Stuff, you know. And 1 woman, 2 women, 3 women, 4 women, 5 women, 6 women, 7 women, 10. 20 women, 30 women. Sorry. Imagine that. Imagine.
What's up with that nun there, like
Good deeds, bro.
popping a field? Waiting for him to start feeding Hijab grapes or something.
This man has real problems.
He's talking about adultery and sleeping with many women. That he starts with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Then he goes 20, 30, and then he starts losing it again. This is it. That's it. Mohammed Hijab, can you please explain? We are very curious, you know, and I'm also very interested in mental health, and I'm really curious to know what in the world is happening here and what exactly you're suffering from, and what causes you to have these attacks. Please explain. I'm really, really curious.
Yeah. AP wants to know what you're on, Hijab, because it looks like it's a good time.
Apostasy, man. Go home, man. Why? He didn't say it.
Bro, they're important. They're important. These look. We're not saying music. You know, we're not saying. But we're saying, bro, there's priorities for Riva.
There's a priorities.
Bro, this guy's got a hole in his chest. You're talking about his toenail.
Exactly, bro.
He's got a hole in his chest.
These guys are causing apostasy, man. Go home, man. Why are you on Twitter anyway? Why are you on Twitter, bruv?
They're following you.
Stop. Get off Twitter. You've got 10 hours screen time. You're a porno addict. You're a music addict. You're a movie addict. You're a series addict. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Go on Twitter and do Naya and Munka. Pretend you're this sanctimonious guy. And you're going for the Riva. You're going for the fresh meat.
He is right now actually talking about Muslims.
Sounds like he's speaking from experience here.
He's attacking Muslims who are trying to correct Andrew Tate's behavior. This is how he speaks to them. In defending the sex trafficker,
that's what he's
Andrew
talking
Tate,
about.
This is how he's talking to Muslims. I mean, Muslims are just and the Muslim audience here, they are so subservient, which just reminds me of the clip in question of this clip here. This is basically what he should be saying to Muslims who are listening to him, because Muslims are just accepting this behavior toward them in defense of the sex trafficker Andrew Tate. Here, let me play this quick.
Are you sick in the mind? Are you that mentally enslaved and intellectually subservient and intellectually molested and ideologically molested?
Yeah, this goes to all the Muslims.
I mean, think about the absurdity here. So in this very live stream, not the one we're doing, in the one they were doing, in that live stream, they were saying, he was explaining how the worst possible thing you can do is believe in Jesus as God, right? He says that's worse. That's worse than, what did he say it was worse than? Oh, worse than gay
Having
sex
with a man.
So believing in Jesus is worse than gay sex. Yeah. So think about this. He says that the worst thing you could do is shirk. Then it's brought up, Andrew Tate actually advocated and promoted shirk to all his fans. He says, yeah, we're going to church to worship Jesus, right? He says that. So then it gets called out, hey, Mohammed Hijab, what's up with Andrew Tate? How are you not exposing him and calling him out? And and his response is, you're a bunch of losers on Twitter. Get off Twitter. Like, wait a minute. You're the one who said it's the worst possible thing. Andrew Tate is spreading it to the Ummah. You should be exposing this and severing all ties with him and shutting him down. And instead, you shut down the critics. Why? Andrew Tate is a part of your network of attention. Yes. He's someone like Sneako who helps you get attention. So if everything is about attention, then that's your real religion. Notice, guys, nothing is about Islam really with this guy. It's not about Islam. If it were about Islam, then he would be saying, yes, since Andrew Tate is advocating and promoting the worst possible sin, then that's the main thing I need to focus on right now, is destroying him in the eyes of the Ummah. Instead, he goes after everyone who's criticizing them, shames them. How dare you criticize such a great attention-seeking man like Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
So he's hereby also in defense of Andrew Tate, basically attacking Muslims and accusing them of being addicted to porn, to movies, to shows, to music, to this and that. This is basically what he does. So it's you could even interpret that as slander. Maybe the Muslims should be calling out Mohammed Hijab here and asking him to make a retraction for the statement that he does here. I think I found the timestamp. By the way, this is the very end of the stream.
Hey, one more thing about that. Notice the parallel, right? When you have a guy who is a complete narcissist at the head of his group, as Mohammed Hijab and Andrew Tate. These guys are both absolute, complete, total narcissists. Everything is about them. They reacted in the exact same way to criticism of Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate was criticized for promoting worship of Jesus to his fans. What was the response? You're gay. But wait a minute. We're calling you out for, you're gay. But no, dude, this is shirk. You're promoting shirk. You're gay. That's how they responded. That's how Andrew and Tristan responded. I thought being gay wasn't allowed in Islam, and you're gay. And then Andrew Tate, so that's Andrew Tate's response. And then Hijab, how does he respond to criticism of Andrew Tate? Oh, yeah, well, a bunch of what you all just watching porn. That's what you're doing. You're just watching porn like losers. Well, get off Twitter. Get off Twitter. Get off Twitter. You can't respond to them because they have a ton of attention and you don't. And therefore, you just have to keep your mouth shut. This is hilarious, man. This complete meltdown is hilarious.
Yeah.
The meltdown of Dawah in front of us.
That's what they do.
They said disgusting people.
Have you got the right people? Yeah, disgusting people, bruv. What have the Jones done? Tell me what the Jones has done. Tell me what Mrs. Jones has done. Tell me what Mr. Jones has done. The hillbilly Jones done.
Great weather. He called us cancer?
You know what you should have done? You should have gone to Bohemian Grove and bloody worship the devil with them, bro, because they would have given you some life opportunities. You should have gone with them. You got nothing. You should have got in there with them, mate. You should have made a deal with them. At least you would have gotten something out of it. Guys, it's late. It's late.
Well, there goes my collab.
Oh, do you hear him? He called it. He realized this bad. Guys, it's late. It's late. It's late.
Yeah. This guy, Musa Adnan, is trying to be the voice of reason and thinking, okay, this has to stop.
This is Adnan Rashid's
really
son.
Getting out of hand. I've
heard this is Adnan Rashid's son. So one of the great London pioneers of the London Dawah scene, Adnan Rashid, and his son is sitting in here with a guy. Your mom, your mom. What has your mom done? Worship the devil. Go have gay sex with a man. Do it. It's better than worship. It's better for you.
With them, mate. You should have made a deal with them. At least you would have gotten something out of it. Guys, it's late.
Well, there goes.
Yeah, my wife pointed out that asking, is that Mohammed Hijab's babysitter? It looks like it. It. Mohammed Hijab is losing control and basically advocating devil worship now. And the guy has to step in and say, okay, guys, okay, let's call it a night.
Yeah, Mohammed, we know you're about to go live with Sneako. Just so you know, the signal is, guys, it's late. That's what do they call it? What do they call it? If
the safe word.
Yeah, safe word. That's our safe word. Our safe word is, guys, it's late. Sneako starts saying something right here. What's he say? He says, guys.
With them, mate. You should have made a deal with them. At least you would have gotten something out of it. Guys, it's late.
Well, there goes my collab with Alex Jones. That's
Alex Jones is nothing, bro.
There goes.
Great weather outside.
Great weather.
This guy's trying to change the subject to the weather.
The one who fought in the American Civil War probably had, for the side of the what's it, Confederates.
Sneako is scrolling through his chat and realizing that people are not liking this.
Side of the Confederates.
Oh, wow. Okay, so wait, August 8th? This was today.
What happened?
He tweeted No way!
Oh,
okay,
my God.
All right. Tommy Robbins said, based on Sharia law, these barbarians really believe God would want a 9-year-old children to be married to a 50-year-old man. Oh, by the way, this tweet is not even based in truth. Like, this is just a random. There's no verification
So
behind
what
it.
did he say?
Yeah, let's see what he
This
said.
is Islam, and this is why I oppose it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
Alex Jones.
look at all these likes.
Yeah. And then
Alex Jones says a pedo cult.
Okay, so he
say no more.
so he's a fat weasel.
Said the hillbilly. Said the hillbilly. Shut up, hillbilly. Shut up, hillbilly.
That's it.
Shut up,
He's
hillbilly.
a fool. He's a fool.
Of course, he's the American chav.
He's a fool. That's it. Well, he qualified himself.
He's a fool.
He's an unqualified that qualified himself.
Well,
Isn't, by the way, isn't this amazing? I mean, who is defending banging kids? Sneako's obsessed with it. Hijab defends it. I don't know about Musa Adnan, but that's just because I have no idea who he is. I guarantee he supports child marriage.
They do.
And a physician. Doesn't matter if a girl's 4 years old.
That's what they do.
Daniel Hakikachu, it doesn't. They don't care. And so you've got a giant growth at 50-plus-year-old men having sex with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-year-old girls. And then you say pedo cult. They go, what? We'll talk about your mom. We'll talk about your mom.
Yeah. So the response to a pedo cult is calling him fat, saying I will slap you, saying your mom is nothing, and so on.
That was powerful, man. That was a glorious, respectable endeavor. It'll make you like this.
That is funny. Funny.
His mother's
Okay.
Yeah, his mother.
Okay.
He's still mumbling his mother.
Okay, I didn't know he said this.
What did he say now?
It's
This
crazy,
guy's
though.
patting him. This guy's patting him on the shoulders, kind of trying to calm him down.
Yeah.
Alex Jones, you're too afraid to talk about Jews. I don't know what they have about you. You're too afraid to talk about Zionism. You've been running from that topic.
Too afraid to.
Of
Isn't that
course.
the dude who brought Kanye on? Didn't he have Kanye and Nick Fuentes on?
Sneako, maybe think about this. Could you think about the possibility that somebody who is as crazy as Alex Jones, and I'm no fan of Alex Jones at all. I think he's quite a lunatic, but think about the possibility. Maybe Alex Jones, despite being crazy and going after anything where he imagines a problem, maybe he does not hate Jews, and he does not have this obsession that the Jews are behind everything. Maybe he doesn't have that obsession, right? Pretty sure that he is he's somebody who has, by many instances, already violated anything that that would cross the line if the Jews have something on him, which is why he can't say anything against them. That's what Sneako's claim here is. Pretty sure if he actually thought that the Jews were the evil ones and that the Jews are behind everything and that the Jews are evil, pretty sure he would be speaking about it. Maybe, just maybe, Sneako, maybe not everyone buys into the stupid idea that the Jews are in charge and the Jews are the evil ones and all that. Maybe that's just you. Maybe that's you and some extra stupid people, some extra imbecilic people. Although I would say that Alex Jones is not necessarily innocent in this whole thing. He is also somebody who amplifies people who have who push severely anti-Jewish conspiracy theories. For example, he would invite people like Nick Frito, or who is of course a neo-Nazi and who hates Jews, who thinks Jews are hiding under his bed. He is the one who invited Nick Frito together with Kanye, when he knew that they were just going to praise the Nazis and spread hate against the Jews and all that. So he's in no way innocent, but maybe he just doesn't think the way you think. Man.
Icons, the globalists. It's crazy though.
That's crazy.
No. Alex Jones, you're too afraid to talk about Jews. I don't know what they have about you. You're too afraid to talk about Zionism. You've been running from that topic. The Chi-Coms, the globalists, the Chi-Coms. Talk about Zionism. Talk about Israel. Look how quick you are.
Mike said, didn't Jones push back on Fuentes and Kanye? He did push back a little bit. It was quite mild. He distanced himself a little bit from the things that Kanye said. Of course, because Kanye also went on and started praising Hitler. And no, it wasn't just, we love everyone. I love all humans, including Hitler. He actually did specifically praise Hitler. He also said that that everyone has a good aspect, especially Hitler. That's what Kanye said. So
didn't he supposedly invent highways and invent microphones and stuff? He's saying that Hitler invented all these stuff, like completely insane, idiotic nonsense that he probably heard from like Nick Fuentes or something like right before it, praising the Nazis.
But Alex Jones didn't push back on them really. He is the one who brought Nick Fuentes and Kanye together into the studio, and who also later amplified Nick Fuentes again. Kanye knows Alex Jones knows very well who these people are. Alex Jones knows very well what these guys believe in. Pushing back against them while repeatedly amplifying them looks like not something worthy of praising, really.
Talk about Islam, but you can't.
What?
Just interesting that after this is the ongoing problem with Mohammed Hijab's approach and the Dawah approach in general. He thinks, oh, right after I heap insults and abuse on you, I can tell you how you're supposed to behave, and this is what you're supposed to be doing. And then you're going to go along with me because you won't want to risk this humiliation again. And guess what? There are people in the world that would work with, right? It's like, I shower you with insults and abuse. And then it's, hey, if you don't want me to shower you with insults and abuse, golden showers of insults and abuse again, then you'll do what I say. And what we want you to do is go after the Jews. Go after the Jews. There are people that would work with. Alex Jones, I don't think you can push him around like that. In other words, he's not going to watch this and go, oh, well, what does Sneako and Mohammed Hijab want me to do now? Okay, well, they just talked about my mom. Told me to go worship Satan. All right, what do they want me to do? They want me to go after Jews? Fine. Book the next show. Get Nick Fuentes back on here.
Yeah. Marius Jacob said Trump had Fuentes for dinner. Remember, first of all, I don't think that's true because Nick Fuentes is still alive. But if you're talking about Nick Fuentes visiting Donald Trump and having dinner together with him, Donald Trump didn't know who Nick Fuentes was. Apparently, he had Kanye on, and Milo was with him, and Milo organized Nick Fuentes to also get into that meeting and to be at the front. So it was Milo's plan, by his admission, to sneak Sneako onto the scene and make him part of mainstream Republican right-wing politics. That is also what the Gropers aim for. The Groper ideology is basically to bring Nazi ideas into mainstream right-wing politics. So it was Milo who did that. Alhamdulillah.
Can't talk about Judaism ever. Why? What do they get on you? What's the dirt? Because you used to talk about it right after 9/11. You said, it's Israel. Now you're too afraid and you blame Chinese people. You're fraudulent.
Yeah.
Did Alex Jones say it was Israel? If he did, then
that would be stupid.
That would just be another stupid thing that Alex Jones said.
And I would say if he's saying now that it's China, it's stupid.
Yeah. Both ways, it's just stupid.
So what is Sneako saying? That, hey, if at one point you thought it was Jews, you cannot change your mind at any point.
I really wonder if Alex Jones actually said that, or if this is just a claim that Sneak was making here.
Retweeting.
Tell me more, Alex Jones, about your mom.
All right.
I want to know more about that, Mrs. Jones.
Wait,
I just want to know about Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Mia, Mrs. Jones.
Oh, he's stripping. He's stripping now. He's stripping. Look, he's chasing Musa around the room. Musa saw him stripping and started running.
This is why you don't stream at 4 a.m.
Exactly why.
And they're once again blaming it on sleeplessness.
I've seen people in the chat here blaming it on possible demonic possession. That would explain things.
I had days where I didn't sleep for quite a while, and I don't ever remember acting like this. Of course,
No. No,
can be
I stayed
different.
up. I stayed up 3 days straight once, except for like there were a couple of instances where I just went like that and then like jogged back up. And yeah, I wasn't acting like that.
What's at 4:20 a.m. Yeah.
420, 420.
It's Israel. Now you're too afraid and you blame Chinese people.
Okay, so the chat is telling me that Alex Jones never said Israel did it. I also just tried to fact check it, and can't find any evidence of Alex Jones ever claiming that Israel did 9/11. So maybe Sneako is just making this up. I don't know.
You're fraudulent.
Yeah.
Retweeting Tommy Robbins.
And look, you hear what he just complained about? Retweeting Tommy Robinson, like Andrew Tate did 487 times. Andrew Tate's been on Tommy's side.
Yeah.
You guys are going after Alex?
Yep.
What's about your mum?
All right.
I want to know more about that, Mrs. Jones.
I don't.
I just want to know about Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Mia, Mrs. Jones.
Watch Musa start running. Look, he's tapping in the water.
How is this even funny?
Powerful Dawah, man.
And this is not even funny. The only thing that makes it funny is to watch. It's
funny because they think it's funny.
Idiot he is. Yeah. To watch this idiotic behavior and him acting like a monkey here. That is what's funny.
Yeah, just saying Mrs. Jones is not very funny. But them like laughing hysterically over it and making fools out of themselves is funny.
Yeah. That's what's funny. That's actually what infects me with the laughter. But what is actually funny about what he said? Nothing is funny. It's so ridiculous.
Hey, Dogboard in the chat said 200 pounds of stupidity. Did you say 200 pounds? I'm 235 and Hijab is way bigger than I am. So you're talking at least, I would say at least 320, 330. So yeah.
What? 320?
It's a bigger pile of stupidity than 200 pounds.
You think he's that much? I don't think so. It's a bit
when I had a ton of muscle and an even bigger belly, I was 302. I was not nearly as big as he is. So
Pastor Prime said 420.
He's
So
420.
420.
420, 420. It's 420 in the morning. It would have been funny. Guys, for those who don't know, 420 is slang for, what is it, smoking weed? Or what does that even mean? Is it like you get off at work at 4 and by 420 you're smoking weed or something like that?
Some weed reference. I don't know what it actually is.
Yeah, I don't know if it refers to time or to, I don't know.
420, 4/20 is cannabis culture slang for marijuana and hashish consumption, especially smoking around the time 4:20 p.m.
420 time.
It also refers to cannabis-oriented celebrations that take place annually on April 20th in the U.S. state. That's it? That's it? Huh.
420.
Huh. I don't know.
It's always 420 over at Sneako's.
This is why you don't stream at 4 a.m.
That's exactly why. What the? Bro, someone said he's high on Dean.
He's high on Dean.
Maybe read all the other things that people are saying in the chat, Sneako.
Yeah, I've seen some doozies. I've seen some doozies popping by.
People are saying he's drunk.
Halal Coke.
Said halal Coke.
I'm Roger.
I don't know. Maybe it's cocaine or something.
Time for Fajr prayer.
No, it's something else. It seems like a mixture of something to me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Mrs. Jones.
Well, I'll say this. It seems like
He's still laughing about the same thing again.
It seems to me like he had a downer, some sort of downer earlier, and then right before the show took some kind of upper, and it's like a weird combination and is making him weird.
Oh my God.
Oh
my Allah.
Okay. Well, hope you enjoyed.
Did you just say, "Oh my Allah"? The guy just said, "Oh my God," and then he said, "Oh my Allah."
the stream.
Who said that?
This dude here, I think.
Oh my God. Oh my Allah.
He said, "Oh my Allah." He did. He said, "Oh my God. Oh my Allah." I've never heard that before. I've never heard "Oh my Allah" before.
That sounded pretty gay. Yeah.
Well, hope you enjoyed the stream.
Shocking.
Oh,
Time
we
for
do.
fun.
We do.
Appreciate
We
you.
do,
Musa.
Sneako. We love this stream. Get Mohammed Hijab on, same time, same drugs. Do that over and over again. We will love it. We will love you forever, Sneako, and all will be forgiven to you.
What they put in that halal pepperoni, weird AF, clip farming, stop drinking, drunks, relax, bro. Nobody's laughing
Well,
but
hope you
him.
enjoyed
L,
this.
obnoxious human clone behavior, not gonna lie. Weirdos, time to repent. Weirdos,
Clippers
guilt.
one said Clippers having a field day. Yeah. that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah. L, drunk Muslims. Wait, drunk on his own ego. He's worse than a crackhead. Whoa, man. Beer. Cringe laughs. WTF is this? L drunks. I don't know, man. Is this a good impression here? Mojab, are you really leaving a good impression with drunk Muslims? This is a new Nazi saying.
Hijab drunk
saying
on the
Muslims.
Jones. Drunk on
Drunk
his own ego. Halal
Demon
coke.
POS.
Wow. Making a good impression, man. People are like, wow, I want to convert to this.
Demon POS. L segment.
Okay.
Stop drinking.
Well, hope you enjoyed the stream.
Shocking.
We did.
Oh my God.
Prayer time.
Oh my Allah.
Somebody said something.
Okay. Well, hope you enjoyed the stream.
Clown behavior. Disrespectful Muslims. Something with
Time for
disrespectful
Fajr prayer. Appreciate you, Musa. Appreciate you, Mohammed Hijab.
Appreciate
crashing
you.
out. F
Be going
Islam.
around in Bosnia tomorrow.
Drunk Muslims.
This is the fun stream. Long and love, speech. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Be safe. Make sure everybody follow the stream and follow Mohammed Hijab, follow Musa, and yeah, we're gonna be outside tomorrow.
What a
We'll be in
bunch of
Bosnia. Appreciate you. Bye.
weirdos. Hijab, maintain good behavior. WTF. This is why, look, there was a time where I didn't entirely agree with David, but this is why I have come to appreciate one thing, David, that you always said, which is that people like Mohammed Hijab should be popularized. We should help them. They should be at the forefront. They should be the ones representing Islam and speaking to those who are introduced to Islam, because you see the impression that he has on people. You see, here's Sneako's audience. Mohammed Hijab's idea is, of course, to make use of Sneako's audience and to spread Islam and to spread himself. Basically, actually, it's more about himself. It's his ego. But what do people see? The impression that people have after seeing his behavior is not that Islam is a fantastic, great, good religion with a great moral system. It is rather that Muslims are, to say it nicely, not very nice, and that Islam is probably not very nice, not very good. So hey, good job, man. Good job, Mojab. Good job, man. This is awesome.
Very good job. Very good job.
What?
And that's why you remember when everyone would say, "Oh no, Mohammed Hijab is going on the Jordan Peterson podcast," because all his fans kept saying, "Jordan, you should get Mohammed Hijab on there." Oh no, he's gonna. I'm going, "Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. Please blow up that balloon." that massive balloon that is the ego of Mohammed Hijab. Make it bigger and bigger and bigger. And
You see
then,
it.
guys, the inevitable result when the ummah rallies around narcissists, right? When you get they'll rally around one narcissist, Sheikh Uthman, they'll rally around another narcissist, Mohammed Hijab, they'll rally around another narcissist, Ali Dawah, they'll rally around another narcissist and another, and Andrew Tate, and so on. These guys want the entire world revolving around them, each one of them. And so they're eventually in conflict with the other narcissists, and it's just gonna be hilarious watching all this come crashing down to the ground like the Hindenburg.
Alhamdulillah.
Hey, look.
Why do Muslims elevate these people into the Dawah team?
Some boobas. Some nice boobas there.
No, where is that music? I can't find it anyway. Regardless of the fact that they drag women into this and degrade them, it is disturbing that these so-called scholars are not role models for others or strive for good together. Sneako is definitely surrounded by people who confirm his worldly thinking with a Muslim mask. Sad.
These are coming from Muslims, right?
This is from a Muslim, yeah, from a Muslim woman.
Oh, yeah. But look, she's only got 631 followers, so she can't compete with Mohammed Hijab. You just have to be quiet, lady. Sorry. You created the monster. You created the monster. We just helped.
Look at how embarrassed Musa Adnan is. Hijab ruins all his good deeds with his jahil behavior, with the jahili. Jahil is ignorance. These online dyes making me lose respect for them.
Just now?
Hijab is supposed to be a dai, and 40 seconds in, I'm hearing cursing.
Oh.
Good character. Sneako needs to get out of this cult. Who is ever having a good response to this? A good response to this? Only people who are probably as disturbed as Mohammed Hijab. Talking trash about someone's mom is bad enough, but repeatedly, does this man not know basics? It's beyond weird. I think he's either high or off his meds or in desperate need of some. Man. He's so embarrassing. You can't be insulting people.
How many followers? How many followers on that person?
Here.
I want it to be known, yeah. See, 119. You can't compete. That's what it is, guys. In their minds, it's Hijab has hundreds of thousands of followers and over 1 million on YouTube, and you have 411. You have 411. So shut up. You don't have the attention. They're deciding rightness and correctness on popularity. And that's why they'll cling to someone like Sneako instantly. He's popular. Therefore, we'll put him on a pedestal. Same thing with Tate.
Abu Musab is the biggest that called this out, but he has only 6,000 followers here.
And that guy is a known Salafi. Like I've been seeing him for years and so on. So
yeah.
And if you recall, Hijab actually responded to him and said, "What about this video of you? You're going to talk about free mixing." And it was a video that guy was required to make years ago, and which he had publicly apologized for and caused the company to take down. Hijab kept it. Hijab kept the video that the other guy was required by his job to make, and then he actually later made them take it down and publicly apologized, and Hijab brings it up in response to him calling Hijab out. That's what I guarantee you. Mohammed Hijab probably has a little file on everybody who might challenge him, and he will humiliate them if they challenge him. And so everything is just about silencing all critics. Awesome.
Man. I'm starting to think Muslims are faction gang members, typical Muslim L. I'm starting to think Muslims hate us for our freedom. Jones hates Muslims and migrants, but loves Tommy, who illegally snuck into USA and openly Zionist. Of course, he says neo-Nazi comments. He clearly doesn't have a pinch of Muslim behaviors or morals. Oh, he does. He does. You know this. You know he does. Sneako shouldn't hang out with this loser. This is why everyone hates Sneako. Everyone he associates with is a POS. Sneako, you shouldn't tolerate something like that. The guy in the middle preaches things about God and commits sins himself. Such a hypocrite. This is something that you can say from a Christian perspective, as I assume here. Islam is not really that great with personal behavior and whether it is sinful or moral or whatever.
Yeah, I have to say, and what like going after vulgar insults. I mean, does everyone remember when the polytheist came to Muhammad to try and get him to stop attacking his own tribe, and Abu Bakr said, "Go suck Allah's clitoris." Allah was the goddess that pagan believed in. He said, "Go perform oral sex on your goddess." And that's what's amazing. That's Abu Bakr, the first of the rightly guided caliphs, saying this in the presence of Muhammad. Just imagine if Mohammed Hijab said it, there would all be all these people going, "What? This guy's misrepresenting Islam." No, that was built into Islam. And Muhammad said, Muhammad, the prophet of Islam, he's the one who said, if anyone boasts about his lineage, then tell him to go bite his father's penis, and don't use a euphemism.
Based.
He said, go bite your father's penis if you're talking about your lineage, your proud lineage. Go bite your father's penis. But just imagine, I mean, how's that so very different from Mohammed Hijab? Matter of fact, he has used the example of Abu Bakr saying to go suck Allah's clitoris. He's used that, Hijab has used that before to justify the way he's talking to people. And so he's aware of it. So what's that mean? It means he's aware of these passages and he thinks this justifies his behavior. So Alex Jones, he says something about child marriage and this making us a pedo cult and this and that. Well, great. Then I can go right after his mom, his dad, all this stuff and be as vulgar as I want.
Yeah, Mohammed Hijab himself actually used the precedent of insulting people's. Oh yeah, here I got it. Let's see. Imam Ibn al-Qayyim said in Zad al-Ma'ad, in the words of Abu Bakr to Urwa, suck the clitoris of Allah. It's evidence that it is permissible to explicitly mention the name of the private parts if there is a benefit which is necessitated by that circumstance. This is Islam. This is especially Salafi
you can
Islam.
Be vulgar. You can be vulgar and offensive.
This is Salafi Islam, but this is Islam in general, actually, which is, oh, let me see. Somebody said something. Let me insult their mother, and let me make some sexual suggestions. It is allowed because this scholar said that this companion of Muhammad also did it. Therefore, it is okay to do. This is Islam. This is Islam. This is Islam. Can't blame him.
Gotta love Islam.
I don't know who this Mohammed Hijab guy is, but he sounds full of hubris and lacks any charity. The company you keep, Sneako. The guy sounds like a scumbag. So people really don't like typical Muslim, said somebody. It's always funny hearing a dude built like a stack of burning tires calling another man a fat ass.
A stack of burning tires. I'm just a hunk of burning tires.
I thought they were the religion of peace. Nuns.
Mrs. Jones.
Welcome to Dawah, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dawah. Dawahville.
They don't stream at 4 a.m.
He's already trying to make excuses. It's 4 a.m. It's because it's late. He was saying that earlier. Oh, we're so tired. We're so tired. This is why.
Sneako always looks like he's realizing that that this is quite bad, but he doesn't know how to control the situation. And next time he'll just have the stream again. Well.
Muslim cowboy.
Anyway, this much to Hamza Tortoise's suggestion that Sneako should be deleting this video. I'm glad they didn't delete. Actually, I downloaded it before anyone could delete it. So,
and guys, so now that we've watched it, Hamza and Mohammed Hijab formed, I don't know who else is involved, but they formed the Sapience Institute, this Islamic Dawah organization for the propagation of Islam. And then Hamza sees this clip and basically begs Sneako to take down that clip. Why?
Yeah. Gay P said, "Oh, Hijab, I'm so glad you're British because I want Europeanness." What's wrong? H705. When are we gonna see the Dizzle debate Mike Winger? Well,
then I'm gonna have to.
David doesn't want to have debates that he could lose, so I think that David is not going to agree to that one. Yeah.
One, I would crush and humiliate that dude, but I want to destroy him physically as well as intellectually. So if you people want to see a debate, he's also going to have to face me for 1 minute, just 1 minute only, like Jake Shields and AP. He's going to have to face me 1 minute in the octagon and then a debate. The problem with the debate is he's going to be like, "Oh, let's debate whether Star Wars or Star Trek is better, and who is hotter? Who is hotter, Counselor Troy or Princess Leia? Let's have that debate." And it's going to be a bunch of nonsense like that.
You should do a reaction to Mike Winger and act like Mohammed Hijab and be like, "Look at me, look at me,
boy.
What can you do? What can you do to me? What can you do to me? You want to be like me?" What an insane person. AP, David Wood loved your Russian accents. Hilarious. I don't know what you're talking about.
When do we do Russian accents? The only time we do Russian accents is when we're making fun of like those Turkish
I don't know
guys.
what you're talking about. I made Russian accent the other
Mohammed
day when I was
Hijab.
talking about Ukraine and Russia, but that's all I do.
Mohammed Hijab, we're giving you the strongest objections of the atheists. So, strongest objection number 1. Why are Muslim men so strong and powerful?
Heat Player said, "My 2 favorite Gentiles." David Wood and AP. You can't say Gentiles. The gropers have informed us that Gentiles is a very, 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 very bad word, which only Jews use to dehumanize and vilify all other people because they want to kill and drink their blood. But don't tell anybody that Jesus himself used the same word. Apu Baker, Puff Daddy said, "David Wood and AP, are there any Dawah guys that you respect?" I do have respect on some level for, as I said before, I'm serious. I like to joke about it. I like to joke about Sajid Libham, but I actually do have some respect for that guy because I think that he has that he's consistent and that he tries to be a good guy. All the others that I interacted with, I think there's hardly anyone that I can actually remember with much respect. If there is, I can't remember it right now, but I'm sure I have talked to people who were quite okay. But those that I can remember, Sajid Libham, very much. I respect the guy. He's an okay guy. What do you think?
Yeah, and you can respect you can respect people in different ways. So if you're talking about like respect their arguments, then no, I think their arguments are pretty terrible.
They're stupid.
I can't think of anyone who has good arguments. But yeah, as far as like their character and so on, I would definitely respect Sajid and who's that other guy? Knowledge North, and so on. They are in a very awkward situation of having to, like, they're not narcissists, right? Their concern is the ummah, and they're stuck with this giant clown show that's becoming massively more popular, and they don't know how to deal with it because you can call the guys out, you just get shouted down, and you're told that you're jealous, and it doesn't do anything. But you also know that problem's only going to get worse. It's going to keep getting worse. And so what do you actually do? Very awkward situation. And so when you see people standing their ground, even though you disagree with them on all kinds of things, you say, okay, these guys see what's going on and they try to call it out, even though they'll be attacked for it. You can respect that. And you can respect people for other reasons. Like sometimes Fareed will go through our videos and arguments in a live stream, but he'll actually play the thing that he's responding to. And Fareed, it's a pretty horrible guy in lots of other ways. That is the guy who, what? How can it be rape if her father consented to you banging her and she has no clue what's going on? So you have stuff like that. But at the same time, I could say, hey, I respect people who actually tries to interact with and respond to an argument and so on. So anyway, yeah, there are Dawah guys that I respect in various ways.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. What I'm going to say, Disable Debate Mike Winger. Marley Barley said, what happens when you let too many Muslims into a Christian country? It becomes a Muslim country. Bad joke, not a joke. Islam, no, BIC. Well, where Islamophobic.
Islamophobic. That's smart.
That's what it says. Okay, that's what it says.
Islamophobic, not Islamophobic.
Michelle B. Why is Mojab wearing a fez? You know the grand poobah.
You should just change it to NO. Should just change it to NO.
Yeah.
I'm not Islamophobic. I'm Islamophobic.
No big.
That would be pretty dumb.
Paul Lungara Samuel had a really good stream today about the 3 stages of jihad. He probably did. He knows his stuff. Although he's a terribly rude person. Horribly rude person. Very knowledgeable, but very rude. I would discourage anyone from watching Sam Shamoon. Very rude person. You should rather watch me.
You're rude. Hey, that's interesting. That's interesting that he was talking about 3 stages of jihad, because I've gotten requests. I've gotten requests in recent weeks to remake my classic 3 stages of jihad video. And I'm guessing he's talking about it for the same reason. He probably got requests because people are looking at the UK. They're seeing that it's going from stage 1 into stage 2. And they probably think this is a good time to inform people about it because it's happening. It's exactly what we were saying for years happens as the population rises. Islam becomes more and more aggressive until it wants to completely take over. And people probably want a good breakdown of that. So yeah, I might have to remake that.
Sam Shamoon is quite a respectable person, although he wants to be like me, and he's jealous that I have a bigger YouTube channel.
Yeah, but do you think Sam Shamoon?
Aside from that, no. Much love to Sam Shamoon. Speaking of Sam Shamoon, I just went on his channel and saw this. I just want to have a look at this. Hamza Might admits I know more than him.
Yeah, but do you think Sam Shamoon knows what our belief is?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think he quote more hadith than me.
I guarantee you can. That's just a fact. I guarantee you
can. That's interesting. Well, to be honest, I know more than Hamza. You know more than Hamza. Sam Shamoon knows more than Hamza. Every Muslim debater that I've interacted with so far knows more than Hamza. Hamza doesn't know anything. He's an ignorant idiot. I don't even know why he has a platform. It's because he's a white ginger Muslim convert. That's why. Apostle of Allah said, my Hania satire video got 9,000 views. How many of those views were yours? I had too much fun making that video. I need to check it out. I look at your channel sometimes. You're doing very well. It's going very nicely, and I congratulate you on that. Quite nicely. You have 7,000 subscribers. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Beast. A gay P said gay bomb is what they called me in college. Paulo Lungara Moho is textbook definition of grandiose narcissist. He is. To David Wood, if God used the Bible to deceive you for greater good, would that be moral or immoral for God to do? David.
If God used the Bible to deceive me for a greater good, would that be moral or immoral for God to do? That's
yes.
It's that situation of, can you do something that would otherwise be wrong for a greater good? Like, so lying would ordinarily be bad. What if Nazis show up to your house and say, are you hiding any Jews here? And you happen to be hiding Jews in your attic. Would that be a good thing to do? So in other words, can you do a bad thing because it's leading to a more important good thing? I would say yes. As far as this, I'd have to think about the specific question, whether this, because now you're talking about why God would need to deceive using the Bible. I don't know why God would need to do that, but
Alhamdulillah. Did this question just come in because you saw my screen here? Carson, the favorite Orthodox rabbi. Yeah, I've been checking out recently videos by different people and encountering lots of videos by what's his name, Rabbi Manis Friedman. Very, very interesting guy, very interesting voice. The funny thing is, I have been listening to a book written about the Rebbe, the famous rabbi of the Chabad, who died like in the 90s, I believe. Very, very influential. But yeah, I don't have a favorite right now. I'm just listening to people. That's it. He was a very, 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 very interesting figure. I'm absorbing a lot of ideas actually from that guy.
Hey, apostate of Allah, looking at her channel now, she's actually getting good numbers of views just in general. So she had the Ismail Haniya video, and that's it, almost 10,000. But other videos, 7.1 thousand, 10,000, 6.5 thousand, and then her Why I Left Islam video, 79,000, 17,000, and so on, 60,000. So those wouldn't be huge numbers if you had a big channel, but for someone who started posting a little over a month ago, that's a ton of views. I mean, keep in mind, guys, Zakir Naik has what, 4 or 5 million subscribers, and Apostate of Allah is getting more views per video than Zakir Naik right now. Zakir Naik gets like 2,000, 2,000 to 3,000. With all those millions of subscribers, gets 2,000 to 3,000. Anyway, the point is, more people are watching, paying attention to what Apostate of Allah has been saying, even though she was only posting from like a little over a month ago. More people are interested in what she has to say than in what Zakir Naik has to say at this point. So that's pretty crazy growth, real quick.
That's pretty based. That's pretty based. Yeah. Yaakov Ayes said Rebbe was close to Benjamin. Yes, I found that out, and I saw 2 clips. I think actually something that I saw from him talking about Rabbi Menachem Mendel Schneerson, who was the head of the Chabad Jewish movement. He was very close to Netanyahu, and he gave him great advice. And there was this exchange that he had with him where he was telling him that that peace and not war is the best way to go. And he congratulates him for making sure that there is no war, but peace and diplomacy. Unfortunately, it didn't really go as planned, but yeah, the guy was a great guy, man. Marley Barley, Prince Ali, fabulous he, Prince Ali, Ali of Dawah. Paulo Lungaro is more about to send Alex to his room. Look at me. St. Anne's Church, Buffalo, NY to be mosque. What is that?
Yeah, I've seen that. There's some old church there in Buffalo, New York, and Muslims bought it, but it got sold to them at like some super cheap price, even though it's some awesome, beautiful church, and they sold it to them for like $250,000, which, yeah. And so Muslims love it.
Catholic Church in Buffalo to be converted into a mosque following controversial sale. Sold to the Islamic community for $250,000, who are converting the historic church. What?
Mm-hmm.
$250,000?
Yeah, you see the building for $250,000.
What?
You're talking New York, man. Yeah, you can't get
a historic church.
You can't get a little house for that.
What? Why?
You gotta show you're not an Islamophobe. How hard is this? You have to bend over backwards and open the doors to Islamization if you want to show that you're not an Islamophobe. Look at that place. Look at that architecture and so on.
Historic Catholic Church in Buffalo to be converted into a mosque following controversial sale. According to Newsweek, the Diocese of Buffalo sold the St. Anne's Church complex for $250,000. The property was sold to Buffalo Crescent Holding, which is reportedly affiliated with the Downtown Islamic Center, after having been out of use due to structural safety concerns since 2012. Really? Oh, well. That's why. Sold the Islamic community for $250,000. This is ridiculous.
Mhm.
As Catholic Vote previously reported, the Buffalo Diocese announced earlier this year that it planned to sell its own headquarters building for $9.8 million in wake of Chapter 11 bankruptcy filings, and so on and so forth. But I wonder what kind of costs they would have to incur to fix this building and change it into a mosque.
Yeah, I mean,
It's sad, man.
yeah, that could be some minor repairs, or that could be like millions of dollars of repairs. Don't know. But that is, I mean, seriously, for $250,000, that place in New York.
Wow. That's kind of sad. That's sad. Then in the Alaskan, your mom is nothing. You know what nothing makes? Nothing. You're nothing. Hijab, the man, baby.
Hijab, the man, baby.
Mo, Alex Jones is a longtime supporter of Tommy Robinson. He has been. Ayatollah Khamenei, Alex Jones voice. Here, David.
Alex Jones voice.
Yeah.
Ayatollah here, reminding every member of the Ummah to purchase Super Male Vitality, now in capsule form with no fluoride. Let me close out what I got here. Don't pan the camera around.
Ayatollah Khamenei, Mojab off that tramadol, bro. That is weak. It's barely aspirin. Said. Speaking on behalf of AP's fans, we are appalled that Mohammed Hijab is sprung off that weak stuff we smoking sherm over here. We roll in formaldehyde. Mohammed Hijab did reveal to me a different reason why his behavior is sometimes messed up. And I did announce that. I did say that very briefly. I mentioned it very briefly during a different live stream. But he said to me that he has a condition, a serious, deadly condition, which is why his behavior is sometimes uncontrollable. And he privately said that to me. And he said, but don't tell anyone. And to this day, I'm thinking, what a dumb thing to do. Maybe this is part of his uncontrollable behavior, that he actually messages me and tells me that he has a condition which makes him act a certain way, but I shouldn't tell anyone. This guy's just a lunatic, I don't know. Sid Dave, it is really sad that the West allowed folks like Hijab get citizenship and they're spreading their poison, and there is no way to rid them of society. I don't want to comment on this. 100% of AP's followers are proud Islamophobes. Probably 99%. 100% of his followers are based. 99.5. Roadman Hijab has lost it. He's done now. He off the copy.
He'll be here for a while.
Me when the Viagra kicks in. Having 3 drunk Muslims mocking rural white Americans is my perfect dream. Please keep going. Sid Dave, Islam is not a cancer. It is an STI. This is very, very offensive and racist. TLX, why is Hijab calling people fat and having annoying voices? Has he not met himself? Probably not. He probably has a very strange and warped self-image. He probably thinks that he is that he talks and acts like Brad Pitt or something. I don't know. Urinating broom, not drunk. Alcohol is haram, and the Lion of Dawah would never get drunk. Mojab is the GOAT. Dude has done so much harm to Islam. Put some respect on him. This is true.
We do. And so when the question was, are there any Dawah clowns that we respect? And I said there are different ways we can respect them. We respect all these guys quite a bit for destroying Islam for us. Mohammed Hijab, Ali Dawah, Hamza Sources, all these guys. Daniel Hakikachu, Jake.
Hamza Tortoise. Zane said Sam doesn't like AP, so that's going to be a tough sell. You might have taken some some joking between Sam and me too seriously. Sam loves me a little bit too much, but he likes to talk trash about me whenever I appear, whenever I'm around him, and I like to talk trash about him sometimes. Not as much as he likes to talk trash about other people, because that's how he conducts himself. That's not what I do. I'm a very nice person. I don't have any problem with Sam. Sam is good. and knowledgeable. Mojab hit that good kush. Damn, didn't know bro was chill like that. But AP and David Wood are the coolest. Wish you could debate him high like that, though. I don't really want to, honestly. I wouldn't want to have a debate with Mohammed Hijab. It's kind of, especially if he acts like that, I can't imagine myself trying to be serious and having a debate on Islam while he's a complete fool. I don't know. It would be very difficult for me.
Yeah, maybe that's the target audience. Maybe he's got desperate enough to where the target audience is a bunch of like stoners and stuff, and he's like, well, I have to be one of them. I have to be one of them, and then I can win them to Islam.
The crackhead audience. He's the crackhead Barney of Islamic Dawah. Ayatollah Khamenei, I figured it out. Mohammed Hijab is possessed. His head is haunted and he has a Turkish ghost speaking through him. This is the only thing that could explain such obscene and idiotic behavior. Turkey. This sounds plausible, but we don't have the evidence yet.
A Turkish goat demon ghost.
Alhamdulillah. Big man, Bogman, Sneako needs to realize converting to Islam will not help him overcome his cuckoldry desires. It might even just amplify them. It might just amplify them. I don't know. Céléré Rosencroix almost seems like Hijab has a demon. Creepy stuff. Yeah, that's pretty messed up. I am so clipping this cursed clip. Do it. K-Dog, he sounds...
I'll be sharing that right after we're done.
Yes, share it. Share it all over the place. Please play this blessed clip on half speed. Wait a minute. I'm gonna do that.
The hysterical laughing part.
Hold on, we gotta do that. Let's see. Let us see. Let's see how that works out. Okay. Half speed, you say? Okay.
What can you do to me? Don't do, man.
There you go. Laughing part.
You should have done when you achieved.
Oh, now he really sounds stoned.
You know what you should have done when you went. What have you achieved, yo, Billy? What have you achieved,
That's awesome. I'm gonna do that right after we're done. I am taking that clip and slowing it down and posting it.
The Jones family achieved. What the Jones family achieved. Tell me what accolade that your dad done. Tell me what your dad done. What did he fight in Vietnam? That hillbilly achieve? What did you achieve, boy? Huh? What did that hillbilly achieve? What is your hill?
Wait a minute. This is 75.
Billy father achieve?
Okay, interesting. Let's put this here.
What did you achieve, boy? Huh? What did that hillbilly achieve? What did your hillbilly father achieve? Tell me what he achieved. Tell me what that redneck achieved. Huh? Talk about Islam. Get out of here, you. You know what you should have done? You should have gone to Bohemia.
Oh, wait a minute. Gotta play this part too. Let's see. This is too much fun right now. I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying this too much. Come on. I hate X videos.
I challenge Alex Jones to a debate about this after he.
You know what you should have done? You should have gone to Bohemian Grove and bloody worship the devil with them, bro. Because they would have given you some life opportunities. You should have gone with them. You got nothing.
straight out of Cheech and Chong movie, man. It's straight out of Cheech and Chong movie.
Well, that was definitely worth it. Thank you for the suggestion. Thank you for the suggestion, Ayatollah Khomeini. That was pretty good. Man, bro, so then when the Magnificent would do the same shtick about King Charles, the Fed is haunted by a real monster, a Turk. I don't know, he's wearing a Turkish hat, so it must be a Turk. Do you think UK government advisors know how toxic Islam is? Mohab, great example. No, I think that that Western people are collectively stupid. Yeah, so people of European origin and European heritage, so European people, Western people, especially so white people, people who are from the western part of Europe and their descendants are collectively mentally slow and collectively very, very blind and stupid and dumb and quite short-sighted. Which is why they fail to realize and understand what kind of a religion Islam is, for example. And they're like, oh, it doesn't seem that bad. Yeah, they say it says kill and destroy and all that, but it's probably not that bad. It's probably good. I just insulted the majority of my viewers here, just to point out how naive people are about Islam. Yes, that's what I did. That's what I did. That's what I did. And I wish to do it more. I wish to do it more, much more, because I simply have to find an explanation to the naivety that people have in the West when they allow something like Islam to just come in and to take over and to establish its throne in comfort, with the explicit goal of taking over and converting the society and changing it and taking down all of your values. This is regular stuff that people in regular Muslim families learn. This is something that I learned. This is something that people learn in Mohammed Hijab's family and culture. This is the general mindset that people have in the Islamic worlds. This is the religious Islamic mindset, to come over, to take over your culture, to change it, to take down your values because your values are corrupt and useless and evil and devilish and so on. And they want to instill and install Islamic values and then impose them on you and be in charge and punish those who don't like it, punish those who disagree. And yes, some people will say, no, it's because of the wokeism. It's the libs. No, it's not the libs. It's not the libs. It is the West. It's not woke people. It is the West. It's not just woke people. It's not just woke people. It's not just progressives. It's not just liberals. It's not just socialists. Whatever it is the Western mindset in general. In the UK, in the Netherlands, in Germany, in France, in different European countries, it wasn't the left that caused this to happen. It was regular centrist parties. It was conservatives that allowed it to happen, that endured it, that made excuses for it, and so on. It is the Western mindset in general that has become so weak that people are so advanced and knowledgeable and intelligent and smart in the West in general, highly educated at the forefront of cultural influence in the world, but so blind to understand something as basic about a different religion as this religion is not friendly. It is very, very, very bad. Historically, we have been at war with this religion since it came into existence. But somehow, we can make peace with it. We can be fine. We can be cool with it. No. And Truth Hurts said they're finally waking up. Thankfully, I do not believe so at all. I think very few are waking up. Most people still just continue with this whole naivety. Unfortunately,
lots of the people who wake up are instantly crushed too, as a warning against anyone else waking up. Yeah. So things will have to get worse, significantly worse, before you just have people stand up and say, nope, we're standing against this and we don't care what you're going to do to us, but we're not standing for this anymore. And we don't care if you can lock us up. If you're going to lock us up, then lock us all up, something like that. You ain't there yet.
Yes. And don't be offended when I say that people are naive and that the whole culture is stupid and all of that, because I'm definitely not saying that as somebody who's smarter. I'm
saying it as someone who's Turkish and therefore always thinks that I'm smarter.
I can't think of a different culture that actually is smarter. But for some reason, Europeans have this blindness that they develop toward threats. I guess maybe it's this whole streak, this whole long period of security and safety and seeing peace all the time, and then thinking that the whole world is like them. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm smart and you are stupid. I'm saying that the culture in general has really become blinded, despite being possibly the best culture in the world at the moment. That's what it is. Alhamdulillah. Tezbot, do you think UK government advisors know how to ask Islamists? I already read this. What's wrong with you, David? Dude, that's Mohammed without hijab. Yeah, that's true. Cam, how do you feel that Alec... Look at the profile picture.
Nice.
How do you feel that Alex apologized for things he did in the past? He said he went crazy of things in his life. Thanks, guys, for all you do. Golden shower. Thank you for the golden showers.
Mohammed Hijab also apologized for all the things he did.
Yeah. Jeffrey Dahmer also apologized. The problem is, did he mean it or not? Yeah. Ayatollah Khamenei, but Alex Jones has, I guess, in the past, he said that he feels regret for certain things that he said and did in the past. I don't know. I just can't take that guy seriously. He seems to be a little bit crazy. He suggested, for example, a while ago that that ISIS and Al Qaeda, was it ISIS? No, he said that ISIS was created by Obama or something like that, which was just so dumb. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even begin to make sense. The timeline doesn't make it chronologically doesn't make sense, because ISIS was an organization long before, or it was in the forming long before Obama ever rose to any form of relevance.
Now you can defend it. You can defend a claim like that in the sense of, okay, so this is back when he was comparing them to a JV team going up against the Lakers and so on, making fun of ISIS as not a threat at all. You can say that stupid U.S. policies allowed ISIS to form, but I'm guessing the conspiracy theorists want to say more than that, like it was deliberate, like, hey, let's go help a caliphate start for some reason.
Yeah, I found this tweet here. So here's Alex Jones saying, it is a fact that Obama created ISIS with the help of Israel. Oh yeah, he is attacking Israel.
Why don't you criticize Israel?
Israel also created Hamas. Now, okay, let's read the whole thing. The West used the threat of Islamic terror to take our freedoms and invade the world. After destroying the Middle East, the globalists then opened our borders and flooded us with jihadists. There is just so much to dissect here, but let's take this part. It is the fact that Obama created ISIS. That is totally nonsense. Complete nonsense. That doesn't make any sense. Again, as said, it is chronologically wrong. ISIS came into existence as a group and was rising long before Obama had any relevance at all. With the help of Israel is, again, a completely far-fetched idea and reminds me of different people who like I don't know, Jake Shields. This is a claim that somebody like Jake Shields or Nick Fuento would make. Israel also created Hamas. This is also nonsense. Hamas was created by the Muslim Brotherhood. It was a Muslim Brotherhood movement, Muslim Brotherhood organization.
But Israel created the Muslim Brotherhood, see?
That would be funny.
Israel created Islam. Isn't it funny? I get all these messages, David, did you know that the Catholic Church started Islam? And then, did you know that Israel create. It's like, guys, can anything ever form in the way it looks like it formed without there being some massive conspiracy by some group that you hate behind it?
Apparently, people find it so crazy that bad things come into existence. So they're like, "Oh no, it must have been created as a conspiracy by this other group that I do not like." Muslim Brotherhood came into existence long before Israel existed, and that organization created Hamas. Israel only tried to work with Hamas before they realized that Hamas was a brutal terrorist organization. That was before they started their terrorism. The West used the threat of Islamic terror to take away our freedoms. What freedoms were taken away? Nothing, basically. Nothing at all. After destroying the Middle East, the globalists then opened our borders and flooded us with jihadists. So this is the only part here. This is the only part that I can somewhat agree with. But that doesn't change the fact that most of this post here is complete nonsense. Completely nonsensical. And as long as he still says things like these, I just can't take this guy seriously. And the funny thing is, he also posted this in response to this clip, which is a distorted clip by Obama.
So with the additional steps I ordered last month, we're speeding up training of ISIL forces, including volunteers from Sunni tribes in Anbar province. We're speeding up training of ISIL forces, including volunteers from Sunni tribes in Anbar province.
This is a clip of Obama saying that they are increasing the training of ISIL forces. ISIL is another name for ISIS. The problem is that this is him misspeaking, and they deliberately cut this short. The full clip actually shows him shows the context, which makes this completely meaningless. Meanwhile, we continue to ramp up our training and support of local forces that are fighting ISIL on the ground. As I've said before, this aspect of our strategy was moving too slowly, but the fallout from Adi has galvanized the Iraqi government. So with the additional steps I ordered last month, we're speeding up training of ISIL forces. He's supposed to say Iraqi forces, but he accidentally said ISIL forces.
You see, he accidentally admitted. He accidentally admitted. So, guys, yeah, that's the sort of thing like an Alex Jones will take and say, you see, he's admitting it. He's admitting to turning the Iraqi frogs gay. Right? And,
yeah.
And that's something that his fans would go, oh, you see, Obama acknowledged the conspiracy is true. And we look at that going, okay, we don't trust you anymore for saying that.
Actually, the first thing that I would say, seeing this, is hold on a second. So you are telling me that Obama actually gave a press conference and openly said there that he is that he is, or that his government is supporting and training ISIS.
Yeah, he woke up one day and said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go out here and I'm going to announce to the world that's what's always amazing about the conspiracy theories. They'll be like, look at him doing this hand signal here. And it's like, wait, so you're saying they're just openly talking about their secret society and bragging about it? So, like,
it's just so dumb, man.
They're trying to keep it really, really secret, but they're constantly bragging about it to everyone in the world.
And you figured it out. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow. Yeah.
Whoa.
Sherlock Holmes here. Sherlock Jones. Caught him.
But think about Obama, whatever you want, but please, man. Please be on your best behavior for Thanksgiving. Me at Thanksgiving. Christina said, David will you give the apostasy avalanche pep talk? No.
Unnecessary. But you see it all around you. Dawah guys back in the day were completely different. You had to become popular through a Muslim organization, and that Muslim organization would train you not to be an embarrassment, and they would weed out people who are going to make the ummah look like a mob of clowns. Now you don't have that filter anymore, and you're getting Mohammed Hijab and Ali Dawah and Daniel Hakikachu and Andrew Tate and Sneako, and there's no way it doesn't implode. It's already been imploding. It's going to implode more. It'll be fun. And much like Ali Dawah thinking he's going to do when he watches apostates being killed, We get to sit back and watch Islam implode, eating popcorn.
Eating popcorn. Eating popcorn. Yes. Mohammed Hijab looks like a happy drunk.
He does look like he'd be a fun, happy drunk.
Yeah, he should drink.
Drink! This is better for you.
Lose faith. I tell you, lose faith. Better for you.
There was an echo because I accidentally pushed the button twice. Does anyone remember the last time a Muslim army beat a non-Muslim army? Like, Muslims are getting crushed and made joke of for like the last 300 days. Well, there was the Battle of Khaybar, so in your face.
You see, and that's the proof. They won. You see, that's the proof that Islam is true.
This is the proof. Akash Biswas became a new member. Good morning and welcome. Trump had Kanye's ex-wife speak at RNC just to mess with Kanye. Amber, what's her face? Kanye utterly BTFO'd. Really? That's interesting. Alex Jones is pretty cool. He had media campaign ran against him for years and they took his voice. You're on the same side. I don't think we're on the same side very much. I think
we're taking his voice too. Not on the same side. We're taking his voice.
Imagine your child is killed at a school shooting.
That's an issue.
And some guy with huge influence goes out there and tells everyone that this incident is actually fake and that the victims were actors, that the families were actors, that they're in on it, and so on. And lots of people start spreading this conspiracy theory then because of that guy. Imagine how you, as somebody who lost his child in a school shooting, would feel about that. The other guy who caused this stuff is Alex Jones. I can't have any sympathy for that guy. And there is very little that is redeeming.
Yeah. So the idea, ladies and gentlemen, is he's done some horribly, like that's almost as messed up as you can possibly get. It is more messed up if you're the one actually going and killing them. But then, having the parents targeted as if they're part of some conspiracy and they're all lying about their kids being slaughtered, and then getting them harassed and so on, just so you can get views and spread your insane conspiracy theories that this is the U.S. government trying to take away your guns and so on. That's about as low as you can get. And guess what? Apologizing. Okay. You can do a turnaround. That's good. You can apologize. That's good. We have to see some massive change in you to think that it's serious. If you keep acting like the same person and, sharing all sorts of conspiracy theories and you keep doing it, it's okay. We just don't trust you. We do not trust you to be a good source of information about the world. Keep in mind, not saying everything's wrong. That's actually worse when you got someone who is saying 98% true things to you, things that you agree with, and the 2% are deranged, unhinged things, and you think, oh, well, I trust him on the other 98%, therefore let me trust him on this 2% completely deranged, insane conspiracy theories.
Alex didn't tell anyone to harass the parents. Well, he doesn't have to tell anyone to harass the parents. What he did say,
if they're all lying and conspiring to take your guns and they're actors and they didn't have kids who died, what do you expect when those parents then come online and say, my child was killed, can you stop this? You're a liar. You're a liar. You're an actor. You're an actor pretending that, shame on you. And you're part of a conspiracy to take away our fundamental rights as U.S. citizens, and you're pretending, you sick freak, you're pretending that your made-up child was killed? Shame on you.
Do you want me to present a list of things that there are some people here who are actually making excuses for Alex Jones's role in the whole Sandy Hook shooting thing? He wasn't dragged by the media and misrepresented by the media and wasn't sued unnecessarily and found guilty unnecessarily and so on. Please don't insult people's intelligence. There is a lot of stuff that the media might get wrong. There's a lot of injustice in the world. What he did in the whole case with the shooting is horrible. I can get you quotes, but here are certain things that he said. No, he didn't ask questions. Some people are saying, well, this is propaganda. He was just asking questions. He didn't just ask questions.
No, that's
he
what
directly
he said later.
went there. He went there and he started accusing the parents who were crying on camera of going and laughing behind the scenes and then coming in front of the camera and crying for show or for some conspiracy. He was saying that he is hiring private investigators to go into it because it all seems quite fishy, that they might be all in on it to take your guns away and so on. I mean, do you really want me to get the quotes here? Do you really want me to get things that Alex Jones has said?
What you're hearing, AP, what you're seeing from people, that's later on. It's the same thing with Andrew Tate. Later on, after he's being sued, then here's what really happened. And then people watch the video about where he says what really happened. All I was doing was asking questions. I was just asking questions. And one day I would try to portray one theory, and another day I would portray another theory. Well, what's wrong with that? That's what I do, right? And it's the exact same thing as like the tater tots, where he can tell them for years one thing and then just make a new video saying, "Oh, none of that actually happened. None of that actually happened." Oh, see, now he says none of that ever happened, guys. So none of it ever happened. Same thing. If you have a bunch of followers who are, well, I don't know what to do at this point.
There's one example I know and think of that I should bring up here just to demonstrate how absolutely messed up this guy acted after the shooting. So where is that? That was in response to one of the parents who went and gave a press conference. He started mocking the parent and said, "Oh, he seems quite happy. Doesn't look like he's got a problem. He's on antidepressants. Seem happy." I think there is a clip of it, but just look into it. Let's see if I can find that. Let's see if I can find that clip. I know the quote, and I could probably find the quote somewhere, but I would rather have the clip. Anyway, I don't want to look here right now. If somebody has the clip, send it to me. Otherwise, I can just read the quote of it. So here, Robbie Parker is the parent. His daughter Emily died at Sandy Hook. When he gave a news conference the night after the shooting, Alex Jones said, "After you lose your daughter, they put you on some antidepressants or something. But I thought those take a month to kick in. I mean, it's like a look of absolute satisfaction, like he's about to accept an Oscar." That's what he said about the parents whose child just died. And you think this is just asking questions? You think this is just presenting theories?
Asking questions, man. Which part of just asking questions wasn't clear? He said it.
He followed. It looks like he's saying, "Okay, do I read off the card?" He's laughing, and then he goes over and starts basically breaking down and crying. Please, man. You must be messed up if you're aware of what the guy actually said and did and still defend him. If you don't know, please go and learn. Alex Jones, Ayatollah Khamenei, I'm at the kindergarten, Batman. Ha ha ha, Joker Hijab. I am at the kindergarten, Batman. Joker, what did you do at the Gotham petting zoo? Joker, Batman AP on the bat phone after sleeping through the crime. Akash Biswas used expired drugs. Can't blame him for that. That might be true. That might be the case. They on ALC or hashish. I don't know, man. I think he's on something. I think he has mental problems. I think Mohammed Hijab has severe mental problems, definitely.
I think he is exactly whatever he is on, whatever his mental problems are, whatever the drug situation is, whatever any of this is. He's the right person for the job. Let's just say that.
Yes.
He's the perfect person for the hijab.
I look at Mojab and I do wish I was him because I had to quit coke years ago and I miss it dearly. Ayatollah Khamenei, are you kidding me, man? Do you really want to be stuck on this? There are some people. Who was that? I just saw a comment here. Then why were the parents laughing or something like that? Dude, do you really want to go back and
Alex Jones is right?
Do you really want to go back and defend the things that
you're dealing
acknowledged were completely false, for which he apologized, because it has been undoubtedly proven beyond reasonable doubt, more so that the earth is round, that those parents are not fake actors and that their children were actually brutally murdered?
Yeah, I would block someone for spreading that nonsense on here, man. You're sitting here. What? The parents are faking? The parents are all faking? Yeah, dude, you're dealing with a tater tot. These little groups that rally fans around some charismatic person that they become obsessed with showing their loyalty towards, and so that person, then anything he says, even if it contradicts everything else he's already said, they will instantly just mindlessly agree with it. We talk about these guys in reference to Andrew Tate and the tater tots, but guys like Alex Jones have the same thing. They have the same thing.
I mean, seriously, if you are here, I don't care whether you like my content, whether you're a fan, whether you're a member, and whatever it is. But if you are here, and seriously at this point go to such an extreme that you actually want to support Alex Jones's ideas back then, and argue that the parents might have been paid actors or something, you are insane.
Mm-hmm.
You are mentally ill, or
generally terrible human being.
You have a horrible personality, or a horrible person. You believe in absolutely horrible things. You should go check yourself. You should really
before you wreck yourself
and contemplate about what kind of a person you are. Maybe, I don't know, talk to somebody, get help. I don't know, but just don't comment. Don't make comments. Don't make comments.
Yeah, and everyone already saw what a little weakling Alex Jones is by Hijab's response.
The Mojab content industrial complex. I had a Muslim tell me if someone has a baby out of haram relationship, then the baby will definitely have defects. Is this in any of the Muslim documents? Out of haram relationship, is there such a thing? I don't think that there is such a hadith on that. I don't know if there's any tradition on such a scientific observation. Can't think of nothing. That one Jewish girl said Mojab has weird obsessions with moms and with wives.
Mm-hmm.
With wives. He also did a whole thing about Ben Shapiro's wife.
And by the way, everyone, a little side note here. He'll get into a debate or an argument with someone. What does he do? He instantly starts going after family members, right? He instantly starts going after family members. He did that with Rabbi Shmuley. Starts talking about his daughter. Your daughter, I bet she could take two people on one. He starts talking about that. That's what he does. Then he does it with Alex Jones. Your mom, your dad. Your mom, your dad. Notice he doesn't try that stuff with us anymore. The point there is, guys, if everyone responded in the exact same way, namely massive Quran desecrations whenever he crosses that line, he wouldn't be doing it anymore. You could actually stop this behavior. But we're still pretty grateful for Mohammed Hijab here.
I understand why you're not engaging me. I just want to speak to your wife for a second. Yes, I'm speaking to Ben Shapiro's wife. Ben Shapiro's wife, whatever your name is, just know your husband is a coward. Just know this is the real man. Look at me. Ben Shapiro's wife, please look at me. Your husband is a coward. He can't engage me. And he has no excuse. He can't excuse himself by saying he's more qualified than I am, more famous than I am, gets more numbers than I am, have, or anything. But he can't engage me. And if he's got any children, Ben Shapiro's children, I want you to know that I would never wish for you what I'm seeing in Gaza with the Palestinian children. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.
What a dork, man. What a total dork. You know what? Hijab. We know it's not doing much. We're just keeping it going. We're keeping this train going. You're just going after this dude's wife and kids now. And this is what's happening in response. And you don't get it. You think, oh, okay, well, you guys keep doing that. It's not really hurting. No, we're normalizing it. We're in the process of normalizing this. Guess what? At the end of the day and the end of your career and everything you could possibly accomplish in Dawah, insulting Ben Shapiro is never going to, in the end of the day, make some big difference in the world. Ripping a single page out of the Quran isn't going to make a big difference.
This is for Ben Shapiro and his wife.
Completely normalizing Quran desecrations to where everyone thinks they can do it the moment you guys start crossing lines. That is world-changing, Hijab. When people find out that they can just shred your book and shred your child molesting fake prophet when you guys cross lines. Once people catch on to that, I'd love to hear what you guys are going to say.
Man. This is Islam. This is Islamic behavior. Islamic behavior, Islamic mindset to talk about somebody's manhood when having a disagreement.
Yeah.
To talk about somebody's wife when having a disagreement.
Yeah, we'll talk to your wife.
To make it sexual, because that's what it is. That's what it is. The whole suggestion here that a real man would not act like this. A real man would not be scared to come here and debate me. But he's not a real man. How about, hey, you're his wife. Look at me. This is what a real man looks like. This is Islamic behavior.
Yeah, and he does this because he has a bunch of fans who look at this and go, wow, what a great response. That's how you respond. And they make him popular. And meanwhile, anyone with a shred of common sense is going, my goodness, this is an embarrassment. And you can't stop him, guys. You're locked in. You're locked in with these guys.
You will not find his audience criticizing him on this. You will not find that his audience will say, whoa, take this video down. This goes too far. This is unacceptable. No. His audience will appreciate this and will find it hilarious and will laugh about it and will clip it and share it. That's what his audience does. And he even posts this clip here as a short video on his own channel because he knows that this is what the Islamic audience appreciates. This is why I'm saying if he was not a Muslim apologist, if he was an apologist for a different religion or some regular debate on a different topic, he would be a completely irrelevant person because he wouldn't be appreciated with this behavior. Only among Muslims is this kind of behavior appreciated, which says a lot about Islam. Mo Alex said 9/11 was an inside job, not Israel. Thanks for the correction there. Sneako doesn't know what he's talking about. He's getting his conspiracies wrong. Giant Meteor, Allah, like Mohammed Hijab, is a narcissist. The greatness of the Christian God, on the other hand, is measured unto us in self-denial, self-emptying. It's good that you say that. It's cool. Sid Dave said, people like Mo Hijab, the Dawah gang will awaken forces in Europe and the West that have been dormant for 80 years. Mo Hijab will have nowhere to run then. I don't know, man. You're not convincing me with this, Sid Dave. I wouldn't like to believe you because I wouldn't like things to get really bad. But you're not really convincing me with this. You know? I don't see anything.
No, I agree with Sid Dave. It's going to happen. It's just it was actually good that people found a way of getting along, whereas you had a long history of just wars all over the world. And then eventually get to a point where people say, hey, let's try and get along. And then Islam comes in there. No, we won't let you, because if you try to get along, we will use that against you to subjugate you. And they're going to make people go, oh, this whole getting along thing isn't working. And then you're going to go back to bloodbaths. Thanks, Islam. Thanks, Islam. We tried to live in peace, and then you won't let us.
Yeah. That one Jewish girl. Last week I got a series of horribly explicit, violent, and predatory messages from a Muslim man on Instagram. You can just say last week I got a series of messages from a Muslim man. It's basically all of this horribly explicit, violent, predatory is already included. You don't have to specify that.
You should make a video out of that, short video out of that.
Oh yeah, do that with that one Jewish.
Share the messages.
Read those messages. Share what that person said to you. These people are sickos. Share that. Share it. Make use of that. That's good content. If that's how they represent themselves, allow them to represent themselves to a wider audience by sharing it. Celeria Rosencross said, you have a classic 3 stages of jihad video. David, perhaps you could both remake it and then have a live stream showing both videos and how you improve. David, you have a video like that. What did you do with it?
I took down, when I gave my channel away, I took down most of the stuff that was because most of my stuff was in the system as stuff to be constantly flagged and harassed by YouTube. So wanted to give Hatun a fresh start. So I kept a couple things up that were pretty safe, but I took down anything like 3 stages of jihad type stuff, as far as I recall. So anyway, but yes, I have the original on a hard drive. And so what Solaria is saying is, because I was just mentioning that I could remake it, which would be better, because back then I was just recording on just a cheap little I mean, it wasn't cheap, it was expensive back then, but compared to stuff now, it was a pretty sad little thing. I don't even know if I had a microphone on it back then, or if I was just picking up background noise. I wouldn't post the actual sources, as in like screenshots of the sources. I would put everything into like PowerPoint slides and stuff like that. So I just put the text. So anyway, the point is, making that video now would be significantly better. It would have better audio, better video, better graphics for the information. So it would be an all-around better video. And then Solaria is saying, why not put it together and then watch both of them during a live stream and compare it? That's a decent idea.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, the next Zakir Naik. How many times has Hijab insulted Alex Jones's family? Why is there no Quran ripping on behalf of Alex Jones and his family? Okay, fine. I didn't do it.
Didn't we do that earlier?
You did it, but let's just.
Hey, I'll do it again. Matter of fact,
this is for Alex Jones and his family.
Matter of fact, since it's a request, hang on.
What's happening? Alex Jones, look at me. Look at me, Alex Jones. Look.
Oh, man.
Alex Jones, since you have been insulted and your family has been insulted by Mohammed Hijab, we are ripping up the Quran in response, in defense of Alex Jones and his family.
Hey, say what you want. People always say, hey, why isn't the Muslim world coming up with more Nobel Prizes and contributing more and in defense of the global ummah? Yeah, they may not be better at lots of other advancements and so on, but when it comes to making big ass Qurans, there's no one better in the world. Look at this. It's bigger than I am. Look at this. Look at this. Fills up the whole screen. I can fill up the whole screen here with this.
Why did you fart?
I didn't.
Oh, that was the Quran. So the Quran farted. This is for Alex Jones. In fact, maybe should take something here. Wait, hold on. Alex Jones had some very nice words for Islam. I should put them on.
I did it. Look at this giant Quran page. What you get when you talk about Alex Jones' mom. What you get when you talk about Alex Jones' mom.
Alhamdulillah. 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 This is powerful stuff, man. Powerful stuff.
This is high quality live streaming right here.
Yeah. I'm working on something right now. All right. I think I got it. Let's see. I hope this works out well. Maybe I should give this to Alex Jones one day. Here, look. Here's the Quran. Here's the Quran page.
Nice.
It says pedo cult.
Yeah, you got to give
Alex
that away
Jones.
as a prize, son.
Yeah. This is for Alex Jones. For Alex Jones. I want to hand this to him one day and say, hey, this is from me to you because Mohammed Hijab insulted your wife and your mother and your father and you and so on. So, yeah, there you go. Alex Jones. Alex Jones. I might disagree with you on lots of things. However, I can agree with you on one thing, which is this. Yes, precisely that. Alhamdulillah.
Powerful.
All right. Now that we have had our 2 minutes of
Now that we've humiliated him.
fun and totally inappropriate behavior towards people's holy book, let's continue with the super chats. Big Rig 0485 said he could deceive using the Bible, even for the greater good, but he would cease to be able to say he is the truth. This is a response to a question that was asked to you, David. Do you agree with this, David?
I don't know.
David's busy right now.
I think these are silly questions. We've got serious business going on here.
Rublar75, y'all should stand at corner with Sans, Satan, legal ass PDF philia. Prophet Muhammad and Allah allow it, and you should accept me too. Dressed like a stereotypical pedo and record reactions. I wouldn't want to do that because I would be afraid of getting shot.
Hey, yeah, dress up as Shaky Booty.
I don't want to be shot.
Hey, let's set up a Dawah booth in San Diego or something like this, and all our arguments will be about legalizing child marriage, and we'll have all these materials we're distributing on the glories of child marriage.
I don't want to be shot. I don't want to be shot. I don't want to be rightly shot. Let's see what happened to.
Well, I don't know. You could do it. You could do it in the UK, where no one's going to shoot you, and in fact, police would show up and arrest anyone who objected to you.
No, I can guarantee to you that police would show up if we went there dressed up as Muslims and started saying legalize pedophilia. The police would come and arrest us and charge us for offending Islam in the end, anyway.
No,
because of our parody.
Yeah, no. So at first they would arrest anyone who's questioning you or objecting to you. They would arrest them. Then once it inevitably comes out that we're actually making fun of Islam, then yeah, we'd be arrested for hurting the feelings of hurting the religious feelings of Muslims.
And we would say, no, we're trying to fight for children. We're defending children.
We're defending the children.
And then the British police, the British authorities would say, we don't give a toss about the children. You want to defend Muslims. You're going to prison, mate. I'm not a Chabadnik. I recommend David Gottlieb, prof of philosophy that became a rabbi affiliated with Or Somayach Yeshiva. Lots of videos on YouTube. Sounds very familiar. Definitely came across. We'll check it out. Yes, I have listened to a few videos. We'll check it out. Appreciate it. Thanks, Cars in Depth. The real Black Stone of Mecca said, guys, read this. Sahih Hadith Sunan Abu Dawood 4141. Abu Dawood 4142 it said, right? 4142, yes, 4142. Okay.
Yeah, get it right.
No, I don't want to get it right. The Messenger of Allah said, there should be bedding. Mentioned bedding and said there should be bedding for a man, bedding for his wife, and third for a guest, but a fourth for the devil.
Nice.
This seems a little bit of like a mistranslation. I know what this actually is meaning to say. It's also found in different hadiths. It sounds very ridiculous here. Let's see. Bedding, devil. It's probably also in the more authentic hadiths. What this is trying to say is you should have bedding for you and for your wife and for a guest, but the third would be for the devil. So this is actually about
fourth.
This is about fourth. Yeah, this is about excess, I think.
Oh, it's saying don't have too much, or it's for the devil.
Yeah. That's what it's trying to say. Let's see. There should be a bedding for a man, a bedding for his wife, and a third one for the guest, and the fourth one is for the Satan. It doesn't really sound better, but that is just how they translate it into the English. But pretty sure that this is what this means to say is don't have too much of anything, because the rest is for the devil.
Yeah, I stuck it into a translator. It said a bedding for the man, a bedding for the woman, a bedding for the guest, and the fourth is for Satan.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah. This is the only hadith that I don't necessarily have a big problem with. Although actually I do. What is the tastiest Quran? Which one is the tastiest, David?
Falafel Quran.
I haven't tried that one yet.
Yeah, you can get different flavored Qurans if you know how to order them.
Ibn al-Furqan said, "Those who disrespecting Allah and His Messenger, beware of the punishment awaiting." Allah is
Is that a challenge?
I would have said some very explicit things, but David is here, and I don't want to be like that to my audience. So
wait a minute.
I want to say that Allah is a little weasel, and
the vagina blower. Allah, the vagina blower. That one
with the vagina. Yes, that one. And Muhammad, the messenger,
child molesting, murdering,
is
rapist,
invited to eat some testicles. Hope that makes you happy.
Wait a minute. When you say Muhammad, are you talking, because there are lots of Muhammads, man? It's it's the most common name in the world.
Yeah.
Are you talking specifically about the semen-covered, demon-possessed, child molesting, murdering rapist? That one?
Yeah, the child rapist. Yeah, the slave trading.
Well, there's been a lot of those too. There's been a lot of those that happen to be named Muhammad too.
Yeah, no, I mean the child rapist.
The semen-covered one. The semen-covered one?
Yes, but the one
the semen-covered one.
who lived in the 7th century. So the child rapist, semen-covered Muhammad, who lived in the 7th century and who claimed that he is speaking to this idiot called Allah. That's who I'm talking about. Hope that narrows it down. Thank you. Western people are collectively stupid. This is a disgusting thing to say, man. Calm down. As well as becoming more atheistic. Coincidence? I think not. I don't know.
It's pretty rude.
You shouldn't be insulting people like this. This is pretty rude and racist. I'm going to report you for this chat. Celerio Rosenkhan, not only Europeans, 80% of humanity idiots. And now we have here somebody who insulting 80% of humanity. Reported that as well. Stop Animal Cruelty said, us Tommy Robinson supporters are in the know. Yes, you are. AP is smarter, but Jews are the smartest, you see. Yeah, the Jews are actually the ones who made me smart, and the Jews are also behind people being smart. And the Jews, by the way, the Jews control Israel, just so you know. Don't tell anybody.
True story.
Celeria said, I would also say it's the result of the degradation of the virtue-based ethical foundation of civilization, starting mid-Enlightenment decadence. Yeah, you could see it that way, or you could interpret, you could similarly describe it or define it as people taking good ideas like liberalism a little bit to the extreme and misunderstanding them and misusing them so much that it starts defeating the entire purpose of liberalism. Which you could also then again boil down to people being stupid. Sid Dave said, not just leftist Westerners, Indian leftist Hindus are also a lot like that. A lot that likes to appease Islamists and willing to go against their own culture and civilization to protect multiculturalism, diversity. Alhamdulillah. That's true. Cenk Uygur. Cenk Uygur says, Western...
Uygur.
Just Cenk Uygur says, Western white people are ignorant people that deserve what's coming. AP probably. Cam, wow, Alex broke my heart just like Hijab broke Sneako's leather straps. Why yelling at Sneako's mom? Hijab, keep it up, destroying Islam. Yep, hope so.
You broke my heart. You broke my heart, Fredo.
I think Mo has a teeny weeny hijab. Should make a ASMR Quran tearing channel. We should do that, man. I need to work on that. I have this idea very, very much. And you need to get special microphones. There are these special microphones that are specifically for ASMR content, where as you get closer, they have this very nice way of picking up these closed sounds.
That doesn't sound good. That sounds terrible.
I know. That's why you should have a proper microphones. Proper microphones for ASMR, so that they make good sounds when you do these things. Anyway, clearly doesn't work. Muhammad is etched into the U.S. Supreme Court wall. Creeping Sharia has arrived. Yeah, that is has been there for a longest time. That was before people understood what Muhammad is. They thought it was a Pokemon. Frank B. Hindu guy in Strampton started a petition against KFC halal BS. Hope he succeeds.
Nice. That's funny.
Beast. Sid Dave said, David, what do you think Mo was some kind of Xtian before inventing Islam? I read he had an Xtian wedding with Khadija. He really misunderstood Xtianity.
Once you push the sources back that far, I'm not sure you can trust much of anything about those early stages. It's one theory among many that would make sense. But yeah, I don't have enough. I haven't seen enough evidence to conclude that he's a Christian, some kind of Christian, even a heretical one.
Beast. Wait a minute, people actually just use regular stupid microphones for the ASMR? That's weird.
AP sitting there looking up. Don't destroy that one. Don't destroy that one. That's a good one.
A wrong one. So
that's an important gift for your fans.
I need to get a proper microphone to do Quran ASMR. Paolo Lungaro, I think Mo has a teeny weeny hijab. Should make ASMR Quran channel. I already read this 50,000 times. Islam contribution to mankind, giant Quran, slavery of infidels, and kebab. Yeah, I wouldn't say that the kebab is Islam's contribution. It would be rather. I mean, if you want to go through some of the things that Islam gave to the world, you could probably count, molesting children. Ash McLeroy, AP question on Germany's tourist attractions. Is it true that it's in some clubs in Berlin, people would be urinating upon one another? That's a good twist.
Urinating upon one another. That's what they do.
Yes, I can confirm, not from experience, that in Berlin, yes, in some clubs, people are
urinating upon one another. That's what they do.
Yes, which is not very strange. I mean, it's the regular European behavior. Paulo Lungaro, Quran or origami.
Wow, someone's actually came up with the idea of Quran origami. If only I had thought of that years ago.
Oh yeah, somebody should do that, man. Somebody should start a channel and do Quranigami stuff, like turning it into a goat, things like that. That would be hilarious. Or like the Kaaba or origami. But I don't know why nobody does that kind of stuff. It's kind of lame though. Can you imagine? Can you imagine being such a dork that you make like origami with Quran pages?
Yeah, like, oh, look at me. I know how to fold paper and build stuff. Come on, guys.
Gotop said Jews may be behind Israel, but Muslims are behind us goats. This is not funny. Sid Dave said Tommy Robinson is not a racist at all. He's actually very popular in India, and he has called for an alliance between Jews, Christians, Hindus in Britain. Yeah, but because of his love for Israel and Jews, they're now saying that he sold out to the Jews. That only makes me like him. I don't know. Michael Feldman said the Islamic Trinity, child marriage, inbreeding, and jihad. This is very based. Thank you so much. Anything else, David, you want to add?
I was just looking at Abdullah Samir calling you out 4 minutes ago.
What?
Apparently you posted a picture of the Dome of the Rock with a big X through it. And you said this thing should not exist. The dome is yet another corruption of history and other people's beliefs by the Islamic conquerors. The Islamic habit of building mosques on top of other people's holy places did not even spare the holiest site repeatedly mentioned in the Bible. And then Abdullah Samir, 5 minutes ago now, says, this is a worrying sentiment. Other people's places of worship shouldn't exist, as in we need to get rid of them. What about coexistence? Conquerors come and go. Every community today has remnants of these histories. Mosques, churches, and temples die out as religiosity falls. And that's how it should be. I'm no fan of mosques, as if it needs to be said, but such a provocatory statement, I feel no good will come from. First of all, what do you actually think is going to come from this? Do you think like a bunch of people are going to rally around and go destroy the Dome of the Rock because of AP's tweet?
Yeah. No, Abdullah Samir is a good guy.
Yeah.
And we talk, we chat. He sure has,
He's not a filthy scumbag like that apostate Aladdin.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I like Abdullah Samir.
Yeah,
he's a good guy. And this is a worrying sentiment. Other people's places of worship shouldn't exist, as in we need to get rid of them.
Just read the entire thing.
Conquerors come and go. Every community today has remnants of those histories. Mosques, church, and temples that is religiosity false, and that's how it should be. I'm no fan of mosques, as if it needs to be said, but such a provocatory statement, I feel no good will come from. Yeah, we may have our disagreements. I disagree with Abdullah Samir. I think so. I made this post this morning. Specifically because Jews were today commemorating the destructions of the temples. I said this thing should not exist. The dome is yet another corruption of history and other people's beliefs by the Islamic conquerors. The Islamic habit of building mosques on top of other people's holy places did not even spare the holiest site repeatedly mentioned in the Bible. And put this here and crossed it out. It has 2.5 thousand likes, which means the whole world has seen it, and they're about to go and destroy it because of my tweet, obviously. However, we have our disagreements with Abdullah Samir. I think that this is a complete corruption of history. I think this is Islam once again subjugating, trying to take over what belongs to others. And I think while there are thousands of different mosques around the world and so many holy places of Islam that Islam built on top of other people's places, I think it should be understandable that the Jews should probably get their one holy place back. And I would be totally in favor, unless it leads to some world war. I would be totally in favor of coming to an agreement and removing this, and for Jews to establishing a temple here once again. Yes, there I said I'm in favor. I'm in favor of the idea of establishing the third temple. How about that?
And they can kind of be as nice as possible about it. What they can say is, "Hey guys, here's this Dome of the Rock, and here's the Al-Aqsa Mosque. We're going to take them down piece by piece, very carefully, and we're going to reassemble them over on this other mount 50 miles away. And then it's going to be there." So the idea is this place, as much as you guys say, "This is our third holiest site," and blah, 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 you basically just, you took over our holiest site and now you use it as an excuse. Well, this is holy to us too. So yeah, you don't want to see some epic bloodbath over this kind of thing, but I mean, just think about the reasoning, right? It was other things along the way. Muslims just eventually took the place over, and then it changed hands lots of times. It was controlled by Christians after the Crusaders took Jerusalem. Then Christians turned that place into a church. The Dome of the Rock, that was a church. Then Muslims conquered it back. Then it's a place. If Abdullah is willing to say, "Hey, this is part of the history of everything," well, guess what? History is still happening.
Yeah,
history is still happening. So at what point, I mean, just imagine, if Muslims came into an area, just took over, let's suppose Muslims conquered India again and took over every single Hindu temple there was and converted it all into mosques. And then Hindus won it back. And then Muslims said, "Oh, but those are holy sites to us. Those are holy sites to us. Those are our holy sites." You're saying Hindus should say, "Oh, we can't touch it because, we don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Can't touch this.
Can't touch it.
Can't touch this."
In other words, once you take back power, are you not allowed to take back the place of your place of worship that they took before? I don't know.
People are saying things like, "Oh, but this would be this is too much. It's too offensive, and Muslims would be outraged, and it could cause war."
Muslims are going to be outraged no matter what.
Who cares? Who cares? Does the whole world always have to? And this is what's wrong with people. This is what's wrong with people in Europe, for example.
Your first thought is, how are
do
Muslims
people always have to walk on eggshells because Muslims could be offended or Muslims could be provoked? Just stop with this attitude. This is how people act in the face of bullies. If they want to give them what they want, if they are scared. You don't have to act like that. They will be offended and outraged and angry no matter what you do. And do they really care when other people's holy places are in question? Do they care, for example, when in Constantinople they have the Hagia Sophia, the Hagia Sophia, and they turn it into a mosque and use it as a mosque again, when it is such a glorious place in Christian history? Do they ever care about people's feelings? No. They say, we don't care. It belongs to us. It's a mosque, and we will use it as we wish. Go cry. Why can't others do the same thing? They clearly do not care. They want to have they want to do whatever they want to do to other people's places and say, haha, go cry. And they also want you to be totally respectful to whatever they have built on top of your holy places. Otherwise, they will be upset and angry. Why? Why would you have to comply with this nonsense?
Yeah, so
this thing could be removed and there could be a beautiful temple built. Here's the thing also. When Christians took this, when the Roman Empire took this place, and the Roman Empire actually destroyed the temple, the second temple, and it became part of the Eastern Roman Empire. And even the Eastern Roman Empire, after they converted to Christianity, they didn't build anything here. It was empty like this. The only thing they built was at the corner of the Temple Mount. They built a small church, which was during war destroyed before the arrival of Islam. When the Muslims arrived, this was an empty place. There was nothing here. The Muslims came and built on top of it this dome, which I can't say is necessarily ugly, but it is just a clear a clear sign of what Islam always does, taking and dominating and leaving their own mark, peeing on the place like a dog to mark the territory. And after that, it was just used and repurposed. But as long as Muslims were in charge of this place, they did not allow for anyone else to go on top of the Temple Mount and to worship there. The entire time, as this place was under Muslim control, they made it forbidden for non-Muslims to enter this place. Christians and Jews were not allowed to go on this place. Only Muslims were allowed. Nowadays, Israel has taken this place. And under Israel, in order to keep the peace, Israel is still complying with at least one aspect, which is Jews and Christians should not go and worship here. Only Muslims should be allowed to worship here. There's only a very small number of Jews who are allowed to go on here without praying. All others can go here, but worshiping is not allowed except for Muslims. Israel is still going with this to keep the peace. Why? Because Muslims would be offended and outraged. Maybe it's place for others to finally take back what belongs to them and to stop being so damn respectful.
Yeah, I have to wonder, because I'm sitting there imagining different scenarios, and would Abdullah have the same position? So suppose Muslims tomorrow, they conquer, let's say, the Vatican. Suppose they conquer the Vatican, and let's suppose, and then they convert everything there into mosques. And then suppose people take back the Vatican. They're just supposed to, I mean, are they supposed to leave it, everything mosques forever? They're just supposed, oh no, because that's a precious place to us, and you'll hurt our feelings by taking back the places that we took and then used for our religion. You can't take those back ever. I don't know. It sounds I feel like you can. I feel like you can do it.
You can. This is I think something like this would be the third temple, which would bring temple practices back. I would love to see it. It would be a reviving of history. Aimed for 2,000 years ago.
If they did it, would you say it's based?
I would say it's super based. I would say it's super duper based. I believe this says Amen, right? E for Mafia. Amen. Thank you. I think this says Amen. Yeah. Amen AP. I believe that says Amen. I believe so. And if not, I hereby declare it to say Amen from now on. Just kidding. What does it say? Does it say Amen? Yes, it does. Okay, good. Fantastic. I can read. I have learned Hebrew now. Thanks. All right. David, anything else coming up?
I don't know. Depends on when you want to go live again.
Later tonight, maybe. I think you're live tomorrow with Richard Spencer.
Probably Thursday. I don't know what people want to go through. I haven't watched the well, I guess it's just audio, right? The Elon and Trump discussion. I might check it out and see if it's worth if any of it's worth going through. But if it is, then maybe we'll go through that on like Thursday or something.
Kara said response to AA. I scheduled the response to AA, but then as the time was approaching, I kind of thought to myself, I'm not entirely sure how I want to go about this.
Weakling.
And is it also really? Do I also really want to make a live stream and respond to this guy and just give him the attention? I don't know. The guy is just such a little weasel. And I wanted to talk through with somebody else about some things that I want to address. I might just end up not doing it at all and just letting the guy do whatever he wants. Let him play in his sandcastle, or do a video response. I don't know. I'll see.
Yeah, I said, yeah. When people are dying for attention, all kinds of directions you can go. That you can feed their attention, make their heads swell up. You can ignore them, which makes them go crazy. There are all kinds of things.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah, all right. So tomorrow you're live with Richard Spencer. Thursday we can go live again on my channel. Then Friday on yours, Saturday on mine, and so on. All right. Okay. Thanks everybody for watching. Islamic Trinity would please answer my super chat. David, answer the super chat.
No, you don't tell me what to do.
I forgot which one it is. It's
we went through all the super chats.
I will never find it. All right. Thanks everybody for watching. Have a fantastic day. And as always, in the words of a famous scholar whom the world knows because of his wonderful tone, hear it one more time.
Stay away from Islam.